Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something?
Hush puppies, Daddy.
We got no time for that crap. You son of a bitch.
Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online, rescued a hummingbird, May 24, 2022. Scorpwana says, winking and laughing. Scorpwana says, pinching and smiling. Scorpwana says Scorpwana.
Gravy, 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 groovy. Oh my. My bitch be loaded. Cryptic.
Just Call Makor says, someone has covered, everybody run.
Everybody be running. They got they runs. They runs. I don't feel like I accomplished shit today at work, but whatever. Whatever. Fuck. Damn it to hell. You want something? Hush puppies, Daddy. That just so awesome. Yes. Baptist, yes, that's what I said. Alright, let's get this show on the road. See how fast I can play through all my bullying characters. You want something? Hush puppies, Daddy. I got a few things to talk about. Night, day, night, tonight. When comes time for it. I gotta wake up though. Kaboom! That's all I gotta do is kill one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just Call Makor says, the time is now.
The time is now.
Surreal _claps says, Pharynginer.
Pharynginer, everybody, Pharynginer. No, one of them's about a customer, and one of them's about a hummingbird. Yeah, I rescued a hummingbird today. In the store. I saw it flying around. And, was worried about it. And at the end of the night, when it was pretty much time to, you know, count drawers down, close up, and all that kind of stuff, I saw it kind of
Just Call Makor says,
flutter down.
Did the hummingbird slam into a window and die?
No.
Oh, you rescued it.
No, no, it did not. It kind of slowly hover fell, you know, like trying to flap its wings, and then it was like on the bottom of a shelf holding onto a wire rack.
Surreal _claps says, LUL.
So I went over there and picked it up, like, you know, put it in my hand, and it was just kind of just laying there. eyes barely blinking and open, and it just like it passed out because it was exhausted from trying to get out all day. Or the whole time that I saw it there trying to get out. So I went and got some water, a little bottle of water that we have there.
Just
that's
Paul
not in the cooler.
McCuller says, I watched a bird slam into a window and die once, on the movie Poltergeist.
Yeah, it happened. In Poltergeist, that's very true. Very true. Poltergeist, the legacy, had nothing to do with the damn show there. That was really pathetic, wasn't it? But I gave it some water. I mixed some granulated sugar that we had in the break room into the little water, the cap or whatever, and let it dissolve. And put a little bit on the nose of the bird, to wake it back up. And I don't know if it licked any at all. I didn't see it, but it became like awake, like oh shit, And it didn't try to flap its wings or anything like that. It just kind of just laid there still and just kind of up, made itself up in a little bit, where it's kind of just sitting there. And I open the door to the store and walk outside and start peeling off all the spider webs it's accumulated on itself while flying around, even on its little beak and stuff. And got some off of its feet, wings. And then it kind of came back to life a little bit more. It was like, oh wow, it jumped on my left shoulder. Unlike the frog that jumped on my right shoulder, this one jumped on my left shoulder. I don't know what it is about these shoulders, but it got up there and it started to fly off, and I saw it fly, and then it came right back down like he was still tired, and he went to the ground and he just kind of stood there. I was like, dude, no, you can't do that. There's ants all over there, man. So I picked it back up, walked over there like away from everything.
CMDR_Rizzle says, did you boil him?
No, I did not boil him.
Surreal_Claps says, I knew a girl who went out and hunted down a poor bird and twisted its neck. She and I were 19 at the time.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'm too much of like nice, I guess. I don't know, toward nature. But eventually it flew completely away and over the building, so I hope it's doing well. The other one is about a customer today night. He walked up to the register and had some bands and lids for canning, jar canning. And they rang up on the register like $3.50, then with tax was like $3.85 or something like that. And he said, $3.85? That's 85-cent tax on all that $3? And I said, it was $3.50. He goes, no, back there on that shelf it says $3. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we can go look, And he said, yeah. So he walks back there with me. We look at the end of where it's at on the shelf, and the tag on the shelf, which there are these boxes of these bands and lids are right there in front of this tag, except on the other, like at the end, like next to it, is one that says jar lifter for $3. He just so happened to pick up one of these things that had been sitting there, like in the back of it area, like someone had just kind of picked through them or something and shoved some over, into the other spot. And I said, well, right here it says bands and lids, okay, for $3.50, and that's what these are, is bands and lids you got. He goes, no, they were sitting right there in front of that thing. It says $3, and I said, yeah, it also says jar lifter. So he says, where's the lifter at? And I said, I don't know. And I walked off. We'll go back to the register, and he comes up here. He goes, well, how much I owe you? I said, $3.85. He goes, you shouldn't charge me for that. You charged me on $3 for that right there, because it was sitting over the side. And I said, well, yes, it was kind of sitting there, but at the same time, the tag on the shelf said, he go, don't give me that tag on that shelf, said Story. Like, well, if you read on there, he goes, don't you call me reading like that. I'm older than you. I'm right. And I was like, I started laughing, like, seriously? I said, you're going to go that route with it? Right? Really? Damn it. I said, okay, whatever, man. You're older than me. You're right. You still pay the $3.75.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you can go in parking lot and scrounge up 85 cents.
Right?
Relax, buddy.
Yeah.
Surreal_claps says, LMAOBRB.
And I said, just because it's on the shelf somewhere and it has a price there doesn't mean that's exactly what it is. I mean, that's why, you know, there's other things there, and that's what reading's for. And that really pissed him off when I said something about reading the shelf label. And he said, no, you see this right here? It says $3 on this shelf, so that item right there in front is $3. And I said, yeah, I know, the world needs to burn and all that. I'm there with you. You have a good evening. I'm thinking to myself, you know, after he left, I'm like, do we need to go out into the, like, you know, after school? Do we, you know, go outside and just settle this or something, you know, like kids or what? I'm older than you, so I'm right. Oh, damn it. That was one of my fun times today. Other than that, just basic shit. I don't know. I'm older than you, so I'm right. You go right ahead, buddy. So yeah, I spent a lot of time worrying about the bird today. Not doing my job. But whatever. They can fire my ass. I don't care. Fire me to the moon. So, what's happening? What's everybody doing? And why isn't everybody doing it? So Riz, that area you showed me in Discord, that is like the spot that a bunch of Voths just spawn randomly? Yay.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Elite control. Oh wow, I already got like a personal something.
CMDR_Rizzle says, one named ship and 2 friends. Instant respawn.
A named ship and just 2 random like ship names. Fly me to the moon. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's fast. I love it. That is fast. Damn, I forgot to get water today too. Whatever. Who needs water? I don't. Who needs giants? I do. Who does?
CMDR_Rizzle says, well, these have actual names. Normal Voth just say frigate or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that where they'll like just it'll say like a Voth scout, Voth frigate, whatever. And some of them will actually have like a name to it. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get you, driver. I got you. Finish the fight. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I got 2 copyright claims on the yesterday's broadcast when I uploaded it to YouTube. The George Carlin jokes spawned a copyright claim, so I can't use them anymore.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I know accolades don't mean nothing, but still. Good spot to farm ships.
Oh, I like to get accolades. I've been trying to get them on my main character for a while. Sometimes I'll just, you know, I haven't done it in a long time, but...
CMDR_Rizzle says, too long or something. Or someone get offended.
Someone get... Well, it's some music group. What are they called? Let me see. History. Manage history on Firehawk. Let's see. Where is it? Because I looked him up today. Creator Studio. Go, damn it. Okay, we're going. We're going on a trip. Planes, trains, taxi cabs. Come, you son of a bitch. Content, copyright claims, see details. It's, let me click on them more. Content used, religion was one of them. The
CMDR
Orchard
underscore
Music.
Rizzle says, going on a trip? In your favorite rocket ship?
The Orchard Music on behalf of Laugh.com. And it was Religion with George Carlin, acclaim, and then Familiar Expressions, George Carlin, Orchard Music or whatever it is.
The Voth have returned.
The Voth have returned, you bastard. So I guess YouTube's auto whatever something, since they were so long, matched them up to something and threw the claim over to somebody. The fun one to do is ToastyCon, the command, because it shoots out like Toasty from Mortal Kombat. The little guy at the bottom corner, you know, when you uppercut someone? Toasty.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, guess they have an Autobot searching for owned content. Weak man, sorry.
No problem. I can leave it as is, or I can choose to remove the audio so they don't get money for it. Ooh, one of my Zen sold. Look at that, 144 Zen. Yay. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. I say hip hip hooray. Nah. I don't know if I'll probably just leave them alone and let them collect their little paycheck out of that or some shit. It said this video cannot be monetized, which mine aren't anyway. For YouTube. Why monetize it? I didn't create shit. I played a game that's not mine that I created, so therefore I'm not monetizing it. Plus, I don't qualify for it anymore anyway. I wouldn't bother monetizing it. Fly me to the moon. Just call me Core. You remember when we wanted to machinima Stargate? Fly me to the moon. We thought machinima was the shit. Do they still have red versus blue anymore? And in fact, of that matter, like in the series, if it's still out there, do they even have the people that played the original characters? I mean, that's another thing. They kind of branch off from bullshit. Bow. Bow. I want to give that dog a hug tomorrow, but I'm not going to be able to. The house is probably going to be crowded, some shit. Guess my mom's got some sort of a friend over or something. There's a different vehicle under the parking lot. The carport.
Just Call McCower says, let's do it.
Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, they had another thing about, what was it? I was looking on YouTube, just randomly watching shit this morning, or this evening when I got up to go to work this evening. About the original cast of Stargate SG-1 signing up for the new Stargate show that they're going to be doing. Or something. Hey, Kagan. Dude. Hey, man. How you doing? Oh, wow. You got somebody else over here. You're welcome, dude.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, I posted the read-through in DC.
Ah. So you posted about it in this Discord chat, DC? In District of Columbia.
Just Call McCower says, I think you might have read that wrong. The cast is doing a AI script read.
An AI script read? They let an AI create this script, so they're going to be doing that. I watched Corridor Crew do that.
Warrior does not complain about physical discomfort.
Damn right. Kagan doesn't complain, some bitch. Oh, what the hell? Okay, wait. He like revived some guy over here, and then like somebody else is here now. What the hell? I think I just woke up some other player accidentally. Accidental like on a breeze. Stargate. Oh, for crying out loud. I need to find the tilt joke one there and make a sound for it. Jaffa jokes. Personal shields. Damn, that's what I get for waking somebody who was dead up. I'm gonna get a portion of it. Fly me to the moon. Blue shadows on the trail. Little cowboy. I pressed the melee button that's for Halo on my keyboard. like I'm gonna actually do some shit. Almost done with Legendary again for Reach. It only leaves one more game in the Master Chief Collection. Halo 4. Finish the fight. Captain Keyes. Yeah, Spartan, what is it, guy? At least I think it's the last one. Last mission. It's been a while since I played Reach and, like, you know, retained the information from it. But I have to deliver the package to Captain Keyes, yo. Deliver the package. The real doll of Cortana.
Murdoch says, Unclejo seed, Unclejo seed, Unclejo seed, Unclejo seed, Unclejo seed, Unclejo seed.
Unclejo. Not Uncle Joe, but Uncledge. That's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction. Come ride a little train which is going down the track to the junction. Hello, Murdochs. What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley. Hey, shut the hell up, you bastard. Wesley is the traveler. Able to move into dorm rooms everywhere and look through glass windows at people. It's got that stalker vibe like Superman Returns. Do 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 do. Unclejo. Boy, it stormed up here today. Or down here. Well, it depends on where you're at, I guess, in the world, where I am. You know, depending if it's up or down, huh? Where I am today stormed. Yay. And it only lasted like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, 45. Not long. It was outside, wind blowing rain.
Murdoch says, Ain't that something?
I know. It's very worthy of me talking about, that's for damn sure. In fact, I'd like to thank the Academy for this award. Rumor has it Jim Carrey is retiring from acting.
CMDR_Rizzle says, everywhere is down there to me. And not just cause I'm the PNW.
Down there. It's down there, Captain. Down.
Just Call McCower says, rumors are rumors.
You think that Jim Carrey was really in the Illuminati? And the whole thing about him
Murdoch
being crazy?
Says, I was watching the Grom DJ show on Twitch earlier. So good. Hell of a DJ.
Mr. DJ. Pumping up some mo. Unclejo. Rumors is rumors does. Lieutenant Dan always had a feeling about a rock or a trail or the road, so he'd tell us to get down, shut up, get down, shut up. So we did. Lieutenant Dan.
Murdoch says, have you seen the Ferengi with all the dancing girls, usually at Drizana?
Ferengi with dancing girls?
Just Call McCower says, Rick Moranis has been coming out of retirement for 20 years now. Still waiting.
It's Rick Moranis. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Dark helmet. Is that across her nose, not up it? He was also in Ghostbusters, right? Is Ghoster? No. One of the dog things or whatever. Where fashion sits. Putting on the Ritz.
Murdoch says, he has like 10 accounts and he runs them all at once I guess and gets them to dance and sync to the music he is playing. It's very high end. He has the DJ voice and all.
He's got a DJ voice.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I see the ones dancing on the bar. Don't watch the stream, but it's in the VID on the main screen. I couldn't do it. Either wage that or do that. I need to shoot stuff.
That's them people that have like thought they've done everything in the game that they could probably do, and they're like, fuck it, let's just do something else. It's like going to Ryza every evening and day or whatever, and seeing all those people
Murdoch
sitting around.
Says, the stream is great.
It's great, huh? Are they doing it right now? Maybe I should accidentally get on Gary and go to Drizona.
Murdoch says, just finished, but every Tuesday.
And accidentally run through the crowd. You know, because it breaks the animation. I remember Grumpy Old Nord had a stream Star Trek. I hadn't seen him streaming Star Trek in a while though, but he was drunk, of course, and I think it was at Deep Space Nine space, you know, the sector space or whatever it was, or not, you know, where you're in the space of Deep Space Nine, and I was thinking I'm gonna go there and put my ship on his stream, so I did. I made it go backwards, like you just see it kind of just drifting backwards here and there. It was so funny. I laughed, but nobody else even cared. I mean, that's the difference between me and everybody, though. I laugh at things. That
CMDR_Rizzle says, System Space.
Yes, System. That's right. System versus Sector. Sector. Sector wins. Fatality. Good. He's got the DJ voice, huh? Coming to you live from Drizona. We got Dabo over here. Everybody likes to play Dabo. Spin the wheel and win. The table isn't rigged anymore. I think it is rigged because I was actually watching the thing like spinning, and the icons like on the thing itself change sometimes. They just shift. Lots of you bad. At the junction. Petticoat Junction. Unclejo. Hello, Chekhov
Murdoch
and Fake
says,
Spock.
he is all dirty with the girls, like I wanna put those boobs in my face, plays the sleazy Ferengi to perfection.
I wish they would make Spock look like Spock in the game. What are they doing? Hey there, they spin me right around, baby, right around. Like they're looking for a reason to exist. They're holograms. Dirty with the girls. Ferengi have nothing but heads. They have butt heads. If Ferengi ever do butt heads, do you think they get in too many fights? You know, butting heads. Unclejo. Pinball. To Cledge. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, too late. And it's too late. He done been mooned. Flash right there in front of the home team. He ain't broke, boogity, boogity. He ain't broke, boogity, boogity. He's just in the mood to run in the nude. Oh, yes, they call him the Streak. Fastest thing on 2 feet. Boogity, boogity. Ooh, that counted. Nice. The faster it counts, the faster I get through it. That's for fun fact, fun fucker. A fun fucker. Only fucks the fun out of everything. Ha 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 ha. Buddy it! Buddy it! Boy. Time to bring out the big guns. Methuselah drone. I am Nomad my ass. That's right. Him am Nomad. Unclejo. Personal shield's losing power, man. I worked on modifying the text-to-speech guy's text-to-speech script to where it should only say everything once now. Instead of so-and-so is follow you. Yeah. Somebody be done followed your ass. Lots of guns you get. Unclejo.
HATE3K says, at Murdoch's who?
Joe's mama.
CMDR_Rizzle says, dude. You know how you can go to Cronus or ESD and get most manuals level 1 and 2 for hella cheap? Well, if you go to Exchange and see, they are listed for like 100x the price. Sold many manuals lately for over 250,000 when they could just buy it for 200 EC. HATE3K says, At CMDR_Rizzle LOL, you didn't know that?
Ha 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 ha. Yes, we probably already we knew that they were probably cheap, right? But I didn't know like people actually bought them off the exchange.
Arcanoloth says, at CMDR_Rizzle, it ain't much, but it's honest work.
That's right. It's almost like whenever one of the packs come out.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I mean, just 'cause they are listed doesn't mean they sell.
You know, like when the Infinity Pack would come out and someone would like freely get a whole bunch of them and then put them on the exchange for like a few hundred credits each or something like that, and people would actually buy them instead of just like picking up 20 free ones or something like that. Bunch of crazy shit. Yeah, I didn't know anybody was like buying that out there. Well, if you think, okay, you think about it one way or the other.
HATE3K says, haha, it crazy.
It'd be crazy, yo. Okay, if say you're like far away in your ship away from your why didn't it say that? That's really, the old boxes didn't have a discontinued sale for a lot. Everyone just in a hurry, haha, crazy. But say you're not near like the Star or ESD or Kronos or something like that, and you're like at Deep Space Nine and you don't feel like running all the way over there, so you're like, okay, well, I'll just buy it off the exchange, because somebody's got to have it listed. I think that's probably what some
CMDR_Rizzle says, everyone, regardless of level, can transwarp to home system.
Hell yeah, I do. If I want to get the level ones or whatever like that, I go there.
CMDR_Rizzle says, DS9 has a officer trainer too, in ops.
Well, you don't know, you get what I'm saying. Like, if there's somewhere where the manual person is not, or did they forget about it and they just said, oh, I guess we'll get them off of there.
Arcanoloth says, exactly. People have mobile exchanges and do not want to get stuck in the additional loading screens to board a star base.
Yeah, because sometimes them damn loading screens take forever for no damn reason whatsoever.
CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL, yeah, I gotcha. Just being nitpicky.
Oh, no.
Apologies.
No need to apologize. Just, just tell me to shut up every once in a while and I'll be good. Outskirts. Tell me to go carry my ass. It's down, isn't it? Yeah, it's down. Okay.
Arcanoloth says, I can DPS an NPC, but I can't DPS a loading screen. CMDR_Rizzle says, I'd rather waste 30 SECS loading screens than spend 200k more than I have to.
Oh, 200,000. That's insane. Some people will do it too.
CMDR_Rizzle says, can't get rich by spending it.
That's right, gotta hoard that shit. Gotta hoard it until you have no more.
Arcanoloth says, yeah, just depends on the person.
I declared you. Uncledge your cheeks and let it come out naturally.
CMDR_Rizzle says, literally just sold a command level 1 manual I got for 2,000 EC for 250,000.
Hey, if someone's stupid enough to buy it, that's on them, right? That's a good profit. That's very good profit. You think of like, you make that off of there, you go back and you like buy up tens of millions of these things over time, and just keep selling them. And then before you know it, you're like a billionaire on there. And haven't done nothing. What you should do is undercut yourself, though. Like,
Arcanoloth says, you are providing a service to the economy.
That's right.
CMDR_Rizzle says, almost as bad as colonists and prisoners. But those take longer to farm.
Yes, they do. I like to like every once in a while, just go up into space and do that whole like 5 colonists free thing. Ugh.
Arcanoloth says, individuals having different time preferences and cash on hand is a big part of what drives economic activity. CMDR_Rizzle says, more than happy to be of service. My pockets need fattening.
Even though it's fake money, huh? It's happy fake money. I have no problem with that.
Arcanoloth says, if no one farmed dill, no one would have any, and if no one opened their wallet to skip that grind, the game would be less profitable.
That's true.
CMDR_Rizzle says, fake money so ain't on real fun.
Yes. Isn't that bad? Like, you can have real money and think, oh, this is fun. You make it in Star Trek, you're like, oh, wow, I can buy this. But then again, like, someone could probably have some sort of a ship that they spent money on. And, it's like you did spend money. Like, for instance, Lobby, right? They could buy with real money, like the lockbox keys, get Lobby from that to purchase a Lobby ship, and then throw it into the exchange to get energy credits or something. That's what's crazy. And then it's like if you buy it with that.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I have many ships I spent real money on.
Ew.
No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets at all. Well, that's good. If it makes you happy, good.
Arcanoloth says, if I was as good at farming USD like I pound out red rocks, hoo boy.
Like a gold rush way back in the day, I got some gold. How much is this worth? Here's 5 cents, sonny. Oh, 5 cents. Wow, I can get groceries for a whole week now. Wow. Oh boy, oh boy. I tell you, oh boy. Uncledgel. I like to uncledgel my fist from my anus. Rubber fist in a nose. Rubber fist. Stargate.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I'm not free to play but also not a whale. 20 here and 20 there isn't much, but sometimes I don't have the dilly to convert and I get impatient.
Call it the impatient gamer. I will say, as I've mentioned before,
Murdoch says, I'm too tired to contribute, was up at 5 a.m., put on a good show, uncledjo overalls, uncledjo chucks, uncledjo love Isalien, uncledjo dance.
Uncledjo. Too tired to contribute, was up at 5 a.m., put on a good show. You put on a good show? Wow. How long did you play?
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley, you son of a bitch. Sorry,
Murdoch
Beverly.
says, the Scorp show. Murdoch says, I had to work.
You had to work? You had to work. You go to work now. No. You go to work now. Yes, Pinky. Yes. Put on a good show. I don't put on a good anything.
Live long and suck it!
Murdoch says, been playing War Thunder, unlocking more jets.
Unlocking jets. You really like that game, don't you? I have yet to probably watch any kind of footage off of it. It's free to play too, right? I think you've mentioned that to me before. I think therefore I am retarded.
Murdoch says, yeah.
An all-star cast. The Retard, rated R. With Samuel L. Jackson, featuring Adam Sandler.
Murdoch says, K loading up Stowe for daily.
Loading up daily for Stowe.
Just Call McCower says, crazy. CMDR_Rizzle says, all-star classed?
Yes, an all-star classed. Not a cast, a classed. I said it wrong. I admit that. I admit I'm a failure. It's okay though, I'm aware of it. Okay. Everybody run. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Oh man, I'm sore.
Murdoch says, ill wait.
Ill wait? You will wait. Going to wait for me. For me. I'm going to wait for you.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you got the sound of Homer singing the 17 song? When I was 17, I drank some very good beer. I drank some very good beer that I purchased, with a fake ID.
Some veer and some beer. Is that the way the song goes? I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. What season are they on? Like 65 or some shit like that? The Simpsons. From
CMDR_Rizzle says, more or less. Just Call McCower says, drinking beer sucks.
Sucking beers. Popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard.
CMDR_Rizzle says, it's an oldie for sure.
The nursing home years of The Simpsons continue on Fox.
CMDR_Rizzle says, drinking beer is fun, I just can't do it no more.
Noise, noise, noise. $15, little man, put that shit in my hand. Cause you know, yo, whoa me, yo, my jungle love. Oh, yo. And that's Uncle Joe, he's moving kind of slow at the junction. Bitcoin junction.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Berserker.
Berserker. Berserker. I am so sore. Had that damn fresh truck shit again. At least we had help this time. Dude. Yeah.
Just Call McCower says, I'd rather drink liquor over beer because beer sucks.
I've never drank beer. I'm sorry. I've never drank alcohol either. So I would know like which one sucks worse or is better or not. I barely care to sell it to people. Uncle,
CMDR_Rizzle says, easier to count empty cans than guessing how much liquor I ingested.
You're like running out of money, wondering where the hell it went. Oh, how many beers is that? The bears farito the tree. The bears farito. Unclejo.
Murdoch says, okay, so this is DJ Grom, https://www.youtube.com/watch, B = 3K71S. Arcanoloth says, liquor? Your Honor, I never met her. Stream Elements says, at Arcanoloth, you can find a list of all commands here https://streamelements.com/scorpwana/commands.
// Go Green Ranger, go. Personal shields losing power. You want something? Hush puppies, Daddy. We ain't got time for that crap. Unclejo. You just can't take. I can't get that out of my head right now. Right now, I can't get it out of my head right now, Captain.
God fucking damn it!
Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me.
That combination just makes me laugh. I could fix it to where it doesn't
Murdoch
do that,
says,
but I love it.
Unclejo 9 Catphoria, Unclejo 9 Foot Employment, Unclejo 9 Uncut, Unclejo 9 Sip, Unclejo 9 Browse, Unclejo 9 Grimmace, Unclejo 9 Woe.
Unclejo your ass, sir. You better uncledge your ass, mister. Stand to attention. Uncledge that ass.
Arcanoloth says, but, you don't have to take my word for it.
You don't have to take my word for it. Butterfly in the sky. I can go
But
twice
you
as
don't have to
high.
take my word for it.
I want to make an animation of the more you know, the star that comes across the top of the screen or something like that. That way, whenever I've done something stupid, you can just put just play that along the top. Everyone knows it's Butters. Well, that's me. I need to add one more Butters clip. I just hadn't got the time to do it yet. Dude, I am like exhausted for no damn reason. Even sitting here, I'm like real groggy. And I don't want to be groggy, because this is the time when I can't be groggy. If I get groggy, then I have to sleep, and then I end up sleeping too long, then I wake up and the day's already over with and I haven't done shit. That's why I always say, like, when I get 2 days off in a row, it's almost like I've got half a day off, or whatever. If I get 3 days off, it feels like a day off from work. I don't even know why I'm working anymore. I need money, but damn it. I don't want to need money. Why can't life just say, okay, here's a pass?
Rizzle says, didn't do anything? You worked all afternoon.
The Terrans will be here soon to steal scientific...
Ooh. Yeah, I
Just Call
don't do
Mikor
anything.
says, so stop making money.
Stop producing monies. Yeah, and then get yelled at for not having a job and all that bullshit. Just always wondering.
Just Call
like,
McCower says, "Shut up, Janeway."
Shut up, Janeway. Shut up, Janeway. Oh,
Shut
yeah.
up, Wesley.
He's got to say that more than that one time in Star Trek Next Generation. I swear it sounded different before when he said it. And I know Beverly says "Shut up, Wesley" too, because she's like, "Shut up, Wesley." Then Wesley pops off some bullshit. She's like, "Shut up, Wesley." They totally just did not give a shit about his character there for a while. They're like, "What can we do to get rid of his ass?"
All ships, battle stations.
Battle stations.
Welcoming committee.
A welcome committee. Oh boy.
We're just here.
All right.
Hand it over and nobody will get hurt.
Oh yeah.
Just Call McCower says, "Captain, permission to leave the bridge."
Captain, permission to use the head? Denied.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
This isn't over, Admiral. Believe
Permission to leave the bridge.
Arcanoloth says, "That clip is the exact moment when the writers realized Wesley was still on the show and say, "Aw fuck, did we forget to fire him?" CMDR_Rizzle says, "Picard asks Riker to help him not make an ass of himself cause he's uncomfortable around children."
Gene Luck Pickard.
Indeed.
You need to get those rifts under control.
Just Call McCower says, "For a character not liked by production a lot, he sure did get a coolish ending."
Yeah. Well, you talking about like his TNG ending or the other ending?
CMDR_Rizzle says, "He's not a family type dude but commands a ship with over 1,000 people on it. Gotta be uncomfortable for sure."
Like that episode whenever the ship goes down and you know, and Picard's like got 4 kids he's dealing with and he's got to figure out something, you know. So he calls that one girl number 1. Number 1. Number 2. I did a number 3, dummy. This one time I put rocks in my shoe and it hurt. Okay, good job. I need to make the sound clip though of Tilt Joke from Stargate. There are 3 Jafar, 1 horse guard, or whatever, you know. 1 smiles, 1 frowns, and the horse guard's nose drips. And
Murdoch
Daniel's like,
says,
"Anyway."
"Last night I watched the TOS episode with the black cat for the first time."
Oh, really? So you kind of get it then? Is the black cat the transmuted wand episode?
Murdoch says, "The shapeshifters."
Yeah, where they get the Halloween thing from this past year. Bonniekin, I see you.
Murdoch says, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Always going after Captain Kirk.
Murdoch says, "It was good."
'Twas good.
Just Call McCower says, "I shall attempt to translate one." O'Neill. A serpent guard, a Horus guard and a siege guard meet on a neutral planet. It is a tense moment. The serpent guard's eyes glow. The Horus guard's beak glistens. The siege guard's nose drips. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that one.
HATE3K says, "You playing to buy yourself Scorpwana?" Arcanoloth says, "At HATE3K by or with." Murdoch says, "Something to be said for the weirdness of TOS, the creativity they had to come up with without special effects."
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I like about TOS. They had to whatever they had to work with without money, you know, and they were able to do it. They were able to act, and you know that this is what's happening in the scene, something they're looking at or whatever, you know. Versus now they visualize it more for us to see what's happening, and the actors don't even have a
Just Call McCower says, "What's that weird symbol by at HATE3K's name?" HATE3K says, Usually don't bother with dailies until end of stream at Arcana Load. Murdoch says, exactly.
Well, Murdoch's wanted to do his daily, so I said, okay, sure, I'll join in. Weird symbol by hates 3K's name. Weird symbol. The sword? I don't know. It depends.
Just call Makor says, when are we going to do our dailies?
Lock down the projectors. Now they're ours for good.
Our dailies.
You still here, Grandma?
You still here, Grandma?
Our Janeway was annoying. Speaking of annoying,
No, she's
did you like
anal.
the little back door I put in your station?
She's anal for that back door thing.
Near projector base.
Are you kidding me with this?
Uncle
My
Joe.
ships make me invincible. Give up already.
What dailies? You have to excuse me. I don't understand question. You have to excuse me. I don't understand. Well.
The Enterprise is near projector
The
gamma.
Enterprise is near Projector Gamma. The
Back in a
Enterprise.
bit. Don't go anywhere.
What the hell? We just got over here. Now you saying back in a bit? What the fuck?
The Enterprise is going for projector out.
Just call Makor says, the dailies where we knock out some code together and make the internet great again.
Make the internet great again. I have nothing to write. I mean, other than like what that dude's having me do or whatever, you know. But I'm waiting for a response back to see if that's what he kind of wants from it, so that I can continue forward. All he has to do is like be able to get like a gift sub notification, and that would let me know that the gifting thing works. Because you can't test that shit. You have to have something to work on, something to work toward.
My ships make me invincible. Give up already.
Give up already.
You know what? I'm done.
You know what? I'm done here. You know what? I'm done. You know what? I'm done here. You know what? She's done here. I have to get time to do things. I can't get like involved in like doing fun stuff or whatever because I always have
Murdoch
like
says,
time to go to bed.
you sound like Dr. Phil now.
Dr. Phil McGraw likes to fill up his contestant with a feeling. How so? I gotta have time to feel good. Dr. Feel Good. Pow chicka bow wow. Change character. Dr. Phil. I wanted to make a Dr. Phil character in this game at one time. That's the only thing I remember out of that.
Just call Makor says, just train your body to sleep on 4 hours a day like me.
I can't do that. I have to sleep like 12 to 28 hours a day. I'm serious. I cannot. Even like I screwed up this last night. I guess that's why I'm so damn tired. After streaming, I started like I kept scripting on that whatever, and then I got to a final spot where I'm like, okay, here's this, and send it off to the dude, for him to test it. And then I thought, I'm just gonna finish up on some Halo.
Sleeping sucks. You waste so much time sleeping.
I know, right? That's how I always think too. It's just such a wasted time to get things accomplished. But I ended up staying up, progressing through the Halo campaign. And I didn't go to bed till like 7 a.m. Because I kept on and on and on, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this. I used to be able to do it, but I can't now.
CMDR_Rizzle says, can't wait till our Tarek nor Tifo gets revamped. Too many stupid people use solar gateways and control abilities so Lita can't walk on plates.
Well, from what you've seen of gameplay from it, do you think it's better then, or whatever? Because I still, to this day, don't know what the hell is going on in that TFO. I guess it's because I didn't pay attention the first time. Like that's the episode of Stargate SG-1, when they keep O'Neill and Tilt keep repeating the same day over and over, and O'Neill finally tells Daniel that he never paid attention to what he said the first time.
It needed the redesign. HATE3K says, at CMDR_Rizzle most just don't know what to do. Just like in Gateway. / or don't care. Murdoch says, someone goes to a console and uses it and it lights a pad up. The team is supposed to pull her over to the pad to light her up.
Yeah, I know that about the original, like, Terok Nor. But the one now...
CMDR_Rizzle says, I prefer yours. I successfully did the computer thing in that INE hust now, but so many grenade tossers, powers, and pets blind you so it's hard to see consoles.
Yeah,
Arcana Loth says, give the player a shotgun and they will try to shoot themselves in the face with it. Best not to give them the option to mechanically block other players' progress through the design. HATE3K says, earlier I was playing Brotherhood. They didn't bother with objectives at all.
Brotherhood. I don't remember what that's about. And that's Uncle Joe. Well, you should be getting it pretty soon, right? Like, what is the, you're on the, what is it,
HATE3K says, one of Iconian Tifos.
You're on Reflections of the Empire, right, Riz? On console right now?
HATE3K says, I had 2 Iconian Tifo endeavors. CMDR_Rizzle says, or the Iupiter Uranus Tifo. It's just 15 portals to move on. They play King of the Hill thinking they need to control the turret. CMDR_Rizzle says, Yetzir.
Yezer, yezer, nozer, yezer. And how far have you got on that so far? Like how far along is the... How much time's left? I guess that's what I'm asking. Until you probably have, what, like the red alert, like we did?
Arcana Loth says, rerolled ICO Tifos today. In repost now. CMDR_Rizzle says till May 31st.
May 31st. That's not too far away. Have you got all of the, like...
CMDR_Rizzle says 6.5 days.
6.5 days. On that half day, I want to have a full day, damn it. Have you got, are you close to getting it, or have you already got it?
Arcana Loth says, after the event and the Uni Tifo, I'm about done with Stowe for a day. HATE3K says, all they care about in Jupiter is shoot and keep shooting. CMDR_Rizzle says, got Janeway today and my first bonus dilly. HATE3K says, don't bother with closing the rifts.
They don't bother closing rifts. Aren't you supposed to close them? Bum 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 ba-dum. The best time that's ever accidentally actually kicked off.
CMDR_Rizzle says, at Hate3K that was my point.
Was transdimensional tactics. And somebody queued up the music and it hit just right.
You should have seen the first time that Tifo was introduced. HATE3K says, God what hell it was.
God, what hail? And God said, you're welcome. Worship my ass now. He gains power like the Ori if you worship him. Flanking damage was detected. Oh, I thought we were buying a crash right there. It kind of got all scary-like and stuff, you know. Here now then yet, Bobby.
Arcanoloth has resubscribed.
Get over here!
For 4 months. HATE3K says, better to AFK Jupshire and get less marks than to play it normally. What?
Congratulations, Arcanoloth. You've unlocked an achievement. Subscriber. Roy Schreiber. Which you've already done it. I never had any kind of way to check the time on that. So, yeah. Oh, man, I must have that other one turned off.
Murdoch says, how do I unsubscribe?
How do you unsubscribe? You unsubscribe. You want to unsubscribe? I think it is possible to actually cancel a subscription. Or not put it down for auto. Isn't there like an auto
Murdoch
feature?
says, do you still have that bot?
Yeah, every once in a while it still pops up. I think it's Stream Elements. I think it actually popped up that yesterday. The more active the chat is, the faster that message pops up. Without it, it's set on a timer for like a few hours or something like that. But it randomizes it the more like words are used. I could totally do that. That would be a good idea. Random shit. I know what I need to work on. If I have the time for it, a little module or whatever for the bot. The old excuse
Murdoch
or
says,
insult server.
Random is good.
Random makes it more real. I like random. Random. But the old insult servers, another thing I want to add to this. Back in the, I've mentioned it before. Back in the Infobot days on IRC chat, the bot yachts that we had in the chat, which was not owned by me at the time, but now I'm its daddy, I guess you can say. I was given it, which I loved. I love the little bot. It's pretty awesome. But it had way to connect to a college insult server, where it would grab random insults. So you can just type like the bot's name insult so and so. And it would insult them, or you put down insult me, or just a random insult, and it would just say an insult.
Murdoch
so
says,
fun.
DJ Grom was talking about IRC. I don't remember it though.
You don't remember IRC, or have you ever participated in an IRC chat before? This is a trick question.
CMDR_Rizzle says, yo mama's so fat she outweighs the needs of the many. Murdoch says,
needs of the many.
Dunno.
I'll tell you this much. Twitch chat is IRC chat. It's based off of IRC chat. It's just you're not using an IRC chat client like you would, which you can. You can totally connect to it with one. But you're using the web client or app client versus the actual thing. So yeah, you're using it. There's IRC commands. The me command is here and everything. Maybe even the who is. Has anybody tried who is? I'm curious now. I probably have it disabled anyway if it were there. Who is unrecognized command? Yeah. Yeah, they don't have all the IRC commands, but it's IRC chat, and I've seen more of that now since since doing this chat bot, like the user notice notification and priv message, which is it's all in bot stuff, like, you know. But yeah, this is based off of it. IRC chat. What was it called? Damn it, what did it stand for? I can't remember now. Relay chat. Internet relay chat, I think. Yeah, it was a good chat client. You know, Sci-Fi had that. That's how I met Just Call Me Core. Was on Sci-Fi server way back in the day. And they had a web
Murdoch
client
says,
first.
That's cool.
That's cool, man. It's cool. They had a web client that I connected to first, and then downloaded MIRC, and that's what I used, you know, to get on there, and then learned scripting through MIRC. But it's IRC chatting, and that's what Twitch uses. So you can actually download an IRC chat client, not even connect to the video, but connect to the channel, which each person, you know, that streams or has an account has a chat channel. And 'cause, like, you can go to your own page right now and on Twitch, the website, and click a little box that you barely can see or whatever, and it's the chat box. You open it up and boom, it's like a chat just opens. You can talk on it whatever you want to. It's a self-created room. Maybe even /join. I wonder if /join's a thing. Let me see. /join something. Unrecognized command, so yeah.
Murdoch says, one of the first chats I used in gaming was Half-Life 2 Deathmatch and Dark Orbit.
Dark Orbit. So you've got...
Scorpwana says, action falls through the ceiling.
See how it said action? So that's the me command /me. They still have that in there.
Murdoch says, that's like D&D.
Yeah, the /action thing. I need to change that for this bot this guy had. I swear, I don't want to modify it too damn much, but I'm steadily doing that myself. Changing up how it does things. Like the notifications of subscription. It used to repeat it like 3 or 4 times, and I finally fixed why it does that. Yeah, just last night, because I figured it out finally after all these years. Figured out someone else's coding. Not that I made it myself, you know, I modified it. But we used to have so much fun with that shit, though. You can make your own bot on text, do this, if word equals that, or some shit, you know. Databases.
Just Call Nicole says, IRC commands are not going to work on Twitch chat because the web client doesn't follow IRC protocol. If you connect to Twitch's IRC server using an actual client, the commands will work. Shut up, Wesley!
Ah, okay. So it'll only work if you, like, actually use a client, a real client, and not Twitch's client. Not their on here client. A client. That reminds me, I never did make yachts work on the website. Not correctly, anyway. I haven't figured out the regular expression differences. Because that bot worked a lot off of the regular expression in order to do a bunch of stuff. And in Perl, it's one way, versus in PHP, it's a totally different kind of set, but still kind of basic. You just got to figure out the wordage and like what version is fucking up or whatever. Unreal. I need to put a Halo one on there. But Halo already
Murdoch
does Halo.
Says, oh, that's awesome. That sound was from Half-Life Deathmatch, but I know it actually comes from that other one. Yeah. Murdoch says, but they used all those sounds. Murdoch says, yeah, Unreal.
Yeah, Unreal is where all those sounds actually come from. Then Unreal Tournament and stuff like that. That game's really old. And has a map creator.
CMDR_Rizzle says, can name it HALO2. Murdoch says, headshot. CMDR_Rizzle says, an HALO3.
Like, I want to use the announcer guy, you know, from Halo, since I do have the audio for that. Unfreaking believable. Of course, you can, as I've mentioned, the guy that did the voice for all of that.
Murdoch says, did anyone here also play Half-Life 2 Deathmatch?
Half-Life 2 Deathmatch? I don't think so. I've got Half-Life installed on my Steam. Actually, I have it for free too, which is really
Murdoch
amazing.
says, guess not.
Snot. Since a buddy of mine from way back had physical copies of Half-Life, Warcraft, and all that kind of stuff, I could put that code in Steam, and it like gave me the actual game download for the Steam version.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I have not.
Yeah, I haven't played that. I've only ever played Half-Life and watched Half-Life 2. That game was freaky though, but I loved all the stuff you can do in there as Gordon.
Murdoch says,
great.
Check it out. Long time ago I had a shit computer, Dell Optiplex. I bought a Radeon GPU from a Goodwill for cheap. When I installed it, it had the game Half-Life on the hardware.
Nice. A Dell Optiplex. I've got one of those behind me right now. Don't call it a shit computer. Optiplexes are pretty good computers. I liked them. I still do. Actually, let's see. 1, 2. Yeah. It's 2 of them. Yeah, I have 2 of them. I built one of them for my mom's business to change over from her old cash register to using more of, you know, computer software and all that, you know. And she was like, nah, I don't really want to do that after spending all that damn money on it. If anybody wants a $200 price scanner, you know where to find me.
Murdoch says, it was my entry into PC gaming, but it was super weak. You can only upgrade them so much.
It's very true.
Murdoch says, a gaming rig is another thing.
Dude, I upgraded the shit out of some of those. Maxed out the RAM as best as I could. But yeah, I part built the Optiplex though, because even though, you know, Optiplexes are built by Dell, or whenever they had their, I don't know if they still do like builds or whatever, you just buy them like that still. But I found there's a place in Texas that had the parts to build a Dell Optiplex, and you got like buy the case, the processor, all this stuff, you know. And I built it, ran it. It ran great with Windows. I think it put 7 on there. Because it was a free upgradable
Murdoch
kind.
Says, oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Because since the Dell BIOS has a signature file in there for Dell, you can have it where you can update to a certain version of Windows for free because of what it sees in the signature, and people would modify the BIOS into letting that happen when it wasn't supposed to be that way. So that's the kind of computer I had bought. They're like, or the parts that I put together of it, the board itself was one of the certified ones that had that unique signature in the BIOS that allowed Windows 7 to be installed, but not Windows 8, which is really weird. And so it booted up pretty good because I used a solid-state drive.
I remember upgrading the power supply and all, but when you need a good GPU, you need a new motherboard, and then you need a case, and you're really not using the Optiplex at that point.
Yep, that's right. It's still a good computer. I probably still have everything in it, actually. Time to think of it, I probably wasted a whole lot of money just having it sit there with the parts in it. Yeah. I could probably take the hard drive out of that son of a bitch and use it for my own needs. But I haven't, because each computer that I've put together, I tend to think it's its own entity, and it has a room in my room for it on the shelf. So, yeah. I even have my old Northgate Windows 98 computer. that I thought was the shit back in the day. Same computer I made Farscape clips on with my Video Highway Extreme 98 graphics capture card. Stayed up every night after Farscape for like maybe 3 hours, rewatching the show a few times and grabbing like 3 to 4 clips from each character and then creating that, using Sorensen compression from QuickTime just like Sci-Fi did, and go to my mom's store that next day and upload them onto the internet, put them in my website. And then I started running out of room. So then that dude, Chorn, Uber Chorn, said, "How about my site? You have your little little page or something on here?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Murdoch says, "Isn't it weird that robot tech is coming along but we don't see them in the stores? Guess too pricey still. Eventually we can go buy an Android girl, select the suck button lol."
Doesn't Real Doll already do that in a way? They just don't run or or does it just vibrate? What does it do? I don't know. I'm kidding. I don't have a clue anyway. I just know the term Real Doll from chat past. Yeah, robotic tech has come a long way, like that we haven't seen. I remember looking up a YouTube video maybe a few months back of I think, okay, it was whenever Adam Savage had got his little robot dog thing. You know, one of those. He either bought it or they gifted it to him or something. And he was talking about it on there, so I got to looking it up, like, because you have your feed on YouTube on the side that's like recommended because you just watched this one random video, and it was like just like tech something of 2000 whatever, and it had like not walking around, but they were kind of just standing there still and their lips moving and able to watch your finger or whatever. And I'm thinking that's pretty cool. Then they had some of them that could actually walk really slow, tiptoeing, and they're talking about how robots are going to be delivering packages and whatever in real world. And it's like, wow, that's pretty cool, And then, like, what was it, like a month ago, whenever they said that parts of, was it China or Japan or something, had like initiated some sort of a protocol for COVID again, like a shutdown or lockup or whatever, and they had one of those little robotic dogs with a megaphone attached to it, running up and down the streets, broadcasting to stay indoors. And I thought only in Japan or some shit they do that. Having a robot do it for you. They've come a long way though. They've got one that can mimic like visual facial expressions and stuff, because they have so many.
Says, "That's cool."
Yeah. And then was it they were going to use drones to deliver FedEx packages or something, or Amazon or something like that packages. That'd be the first thing around here. Somebody see a drone, they shoot that son of a bitch out of the sky. I swear. If it's different, it ain't for them. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. There's even like like the what is it, Oculus and all that kind of stuff has more into things. Phones these days can render videos like in 3D or whatever, or like take a picture of a scene or a video and it automatically create a 3D object of that you can 3D print. It's amazing stuff. It's just, what about healthcare? This stuff's all cool and things, but I still need that leg. But that's come a long way too, if you think about it. I had when I went to the nurse practitioner that.
Murdoch says, "I'd like to get a robot playmate for my cat to keep her happy while I am at work."
Just get you one of them little Roomba robots or whatever. That way they can ride. Just vacuum the floor. The cat can play with it while it vacuums. Yeah, that stuff is pretty awesome. I got my mom one of those Samsung robotic vac things, and it started squeaking, and I read up that you have to like clean the bearing system out manually by connecting all this bullshit in there and spraying air here and re-lubing and like once a month. And like, dude, ain't nobody around here gonna be doing that shit. That's for damn sure. So she just stuck it in the back. It eventually stopped like communicating with the house.
Murdoch says, "What were you saying before?"
I can't remember. It's probably not important. I know that I was talking, but you know, whatever.
Murdoch says, "The hospital or something."
Oh yeah. Well, about the medical stuff. You know, going whenever I had went to the clinic to have one of my like just medical, you know, refills for my medicine. The nurse practitioner, who's not a doctor, was telling me that, you know, how medical stuff has actually come a long way, to the fact that they told me a story about their past and the medical condition that they had versus, like, you know, 30 plus 40 something years ago, how it used to be versus it is now. It has come a long way, even though a lot of stuff is still treated the same as it was way back then. But I mean, they can virtually work on a patient. Like, you know, somebody could have like a heart surgery, but the surgeon be in Florida and someone else be like, say, in Illinois or whatever, and you can have that doctor from there work on the patient via the internet, you know, and using like having the robotic hands that the doctor has his hands in Florida doing stuff, and it, you know, mimicking exactly what he's doing. But I would think that you would need to feel that, you know, that force feedback kind of feeling to it in order to really work on something more, you know. But they have come a long way with that as well. For people that have you know, had their arm cut off or don't have an arm, whatever. But it's
Murdoch
like it sends
says,
signals.
"Yeah, I've read about that. I agree about the force feedback."
Yeah, where you like to touch it and you get a sense of touch. But
Murdoch says, "It's coming a long way, but they still got to go old school for prostate exams. Geez, they must like it too much."
they might, yeah. Well, the prostate's a really necessary vital organ there. You're gonna wanna have a doctor shove his fingers up your ass and make you cough. Finger up the ass for the win. For the win. Capture the flag. But
Murdoch says, "That's when you look behind you and he has both hands up in the air."
He's like, oh my gosh. Or ooh, there's a texture error. The whole thing, what was it, like a real doctor at one time had a board, like, you know, telling female patients to stand right like in front of that hole in the wall, where the wall was, and he'd be behind the wall with his penis sticking out. Just random shit. I don't know if that was ever true or a joke though, but
Murdoch says, "Haha, lol."
Could you just imagine? Okay, you stand right here, and you may feel a little sensation. Don't worry, it's all fine and dandy. Like, you know. Oh
Murdoch
wow.
says, "That sounds like a porno, maybe."
It could have been. I could have heard about it in some sort of movie I watched, other than porno, because I don't watch porno. I'm stupid, I guess. I don't know. What they call retarded. A little slow in the head. Little papa slow, Mike.
CMDR_Rizzle says, "If I had invasive surgery, my doc needs to be present. Something happens with robot, it breaks down, all nurses know doc." He closes laptop from remote location, shrugs, then plays 18 holes while I bleed out.
That's true,
says,
Riz. That's
then
true.
monster tentacles show up.
That is true, Riz. I had thought about that, like, you know, because during whenever I was at the dog. Oh man, did I capture the wrong damn point? I sure the fuck did. Damn it, I did it again. Fuck. But whenever he was talking about, you know, remote surgery, I think's what they call it. And I kept thinking to myself, but what if the internet goes down and he's in the middle of something serious, and you know, what do you do then? But yeah, you know, thank God for backup satellite with that delay. Okay, he's making the incision. He's cut into it. Okay, he's only got 10 seconds before this bleed actually becomes so severe he's going to die. Wait, the internet went out. Okay, everybody, hold on. We got tech support on the line. Hello. Yeah, tech support? Yeah, we have a... Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, okay, I can wait. Then he, like, plays some elevator music. And the patient's, like, just died. Well, sorry, we've lost him. Well, damn. If only they'd have held on longer. Oh, and the doctor, oh yeah, sorry, they've already died. It's okay. You can go about your own business. And you hear in the background like, you know, like a golf swing. Like the mobile cart or some shit that they would use probably for that while playing. There's always golf too, isn't it? Something like that. I had it in when I was working at the other store, the manager had hired a guy that played like racquetball or something. You know, I'm thinking, where the hell's a racquetball court around here? You know, the area that we live at, there's not any. So I don't know. I think I asked him one time and he told me, but I forgot where the fuck that was. I don't know. Racquetball. Yeah, robotics has come a long way. Cybernetics, I guess you could call it. Which is not really cybernetic-ish. There was that story about the lady that it was with a Wheel of Fortune she won, and then all of a sudden she started losing like the ability to walk, ability to use her hands, her arms, and then finally she was like just in a wheelchair and couldn't move anything below her neck, and they couldn't figure out why. So they signed her up for an experimental procedure to where they can install like a remote access to a service arm, or that they forcefully, like, actually mechanically installed it to where she can use the power of her thoughts or whatever to move a mechanical arm to get her things or something. There's footage of that out there somewhere. I've watched it. And then that also put into the whole thing, like, you know, before, what is it? Stephen Hawking, before he died.
Murdoch says, we need more cyborg tech for sure.
Cyborg. Cyberman. But before Stephen Hawking, you know, passed away, and they you know, nobody knew he was going to pass because he had Lou Gehrig's disease, and he lived as long as he did. That's a miracle in itself. But, oh, where the hell was I? Right here. Was I across over here? I don't remember. Oh, I was on the other one. Okay.
Arcanolo says, we need RoboCop.
We need RoboCop. And we don't need the new RoboCop. We need the old RoboCop. The first RoboCop. He was RoboCop.
Murdoch says,
RoboCop.
like the guy from Space Truckers with the machine wiener he had to wind up like with a chainsaw pulley.
Space Truckers
says, RoboCop is American Jesus. He dies, he rises again.
American Jesus. Everybody, RoboCop. It's not robot either, it's robot. Like robot, RoboCop. Gee, robot.
Murdoch says, alright, I'm falling asleep. Someone else continue conversation with Scorp or he will start talking to himself again.
Yeah.
Murdoch says, good night everyone.
It's best for someone to talk to me because it's more fun. Damn it, they repaired it going backwards. Son of a bitch, they knocked me out. Motherfucker, senor. Okay, we need to go up the middle here. I went around the wrong
CMDR _Rizzle says, night.
Night, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful tomorrow. And as always, suck it. No, I'm not gonna steal that. That's Judas. Stay cheeky breaky. That's Boris. Boris. He's Boris. He's Boris. That's some pretty cool music. Hard boss. Boom, 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 boom. But they had a thing like
Arcanoloth says, keep your powder dry.
keep your powder dry. Hey, keep that stuff even, alright? I mean, they've had like what I was getting at with the Stephen Hawking thing, like, you know, before he like passed away and stuff, they had asked if he wanted the option of having some of those remote motor control things installed into his head, where he can actually operate, you know, with his head, with his mind, like a physical arm that can move stuff around. And he rejected it because he didn't want anything to happen to his brain, like if they had messed up or something, because that's all he had left, you know. Kind of sucks that he passed away, because dude was like extremely like, genius, smart, you know. Just bound to that damn chair because he was trapped in his own body. Could you just imagine? I mean, I guess it'd be one thing like if you were born that way to where you couldn't move and stuff or whatever, but for him to, you know, to be able to, and then all of a sudden not, and then be able to survive, be one of the very few to survive having ALS, you know, that's amazing to me. But I guess with like a bunch of care and stuff, anybody probably could have lived that long if you have money, right? Or was his just a certain thing which didn't affect every part of his brain like it did the motorized functions of most people? That'd be like a lower part of the brain, I believe, where that stuff is controlled. Or, well, basic functions are lower. That's right. That's like brain stem / brain. So, no, it's not that part of it. And higher functioning and stuff and reasoning and stuff is like the frontal lobe, I think. That's why all those concussions make those football players unreasonable. But yeah, you know, I had watched something before, this guy that was like making soup with his mechanical arm, and it was an experimental one to where it had touch sensors. Like if he used the thumb to touch something warm, it sent a signal to his brain and he could tell if it was warm or cold. I thought that was pretty awesome. But it's all like, you know, it's a wireless way to communicating with stuff, and that's stuff we already have. We make like wireless mouse or whatever with sensors, and that's all it is. Touch sensors, seeing sensor. They've even got it to where people who are like have a blind, like either born blind or partially blind because of the optic nerve, they can use their tongue to see. Or people that because there's so many sensors on the tongue, and they just kind of repurpose them to. It's not a clear image of seeing though. It's like you know, kind of a grainy, over like staticky type thing or whatever, you know. But and then people that have lost their eyes, they've gotten a tooth and made an eye out of a tooth. Not a functional blinking eye with iris or anything, but a hole in a tooth and an eye socket that actually works to allow them to see, even with a damaged eye gone, or an eye that's completely gone out of their head. It's amazing. But that's, I guess, where we are. And then cloning and all that bullshit. Which cloning was, you know, I guess to clone a full body would be a bad thing. But to clone parts for yourself that can be replaced if something is damaged, then that, you know, that's not a bad thing. Someone would always take it the wrong way, though. I didn't do it. What the hell? It must be delayed.
God fucking damn it!
It was. It was. That's unusual.
Just Call Makora says, I am suing.
You're suing? You're suing?
Just Call Makora says, I am suing.
Boy named Suing? Why would that video clip play after the other one? It doesn't make sense. Of course, a lot of bullshit doesn't make sense. Whenever I was doing the script and everything for Home Dude, you know, the event handler type stuff, I would put in a time code thing where it would, the bot would tell me what time, and if the two events, like say if someone followed it would do it twice for some reason. And I got to thinking, well, what if the time is off and it doesn't know it's the same one? Because if everything matches, just ignore one of them, you know. And sure enough, whenever I would do that, it would show like the after it was overtime before it started time, and I was like, this can't happen. It's specifically made a certain way.
Chewbacca is from Kashyyyk, but lives on Endor. This makes no goddamn sense.
Makes no go.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Dolly the sheep. Clones don't survive long, or if they do, they deformed, or something. Specific body parts would be better.
Yeah. Unless those body parts like failed for some reason. Yeah, I guess if they're all tied together trying to function as a whole unit, that's whenever they mess up. But they may have perfected it since Dolly, though. Didn't she like live for a while though, like become an adult sheep at least? Tell you what's weird is like you know, they've mapped the whole genome of a cockroach, you know, so they can like reproduce one from nothing now.
Just Call Makor says they can't perfect it because cloning is banned. CMDR_Rizzle says, better to have one part fail than whole body.
Right.
Just Call Makor says, but you know they totally perfected it.
Hell yeah. Especially if you're conspiracy theorists. Ooh, it's still blinking. Oh, never mind. Because in conspiracy theorists, my mom's following a lot of those now. Believe that like all the politicians and stuff died years ago and it's just their clone or whatever running the country or some shit. Because their earlobe is not the same as it was before. Hillary Clinton's a clone. She's messing up. It's not because she's old and has brain problem. But yeah. That Anano whatever bullshit. Where they'll talk about, she'll say something like
CMDR_Rizzle says, insert Giorgio aliens meme here.
Right. She'll say, oh, they got killed at that Guatemala Bay or whatever place or something. And I'm like, how the hell do you know?
Says, do I have brain problems? Looks in mirror. Yup.
Does I has them? Because there's footage, you know.
Need that quantum leap gif.
Quantum leap, oh, that's so awesome.
Just Call Makor says, I love stupid conspiracy theories like COVID vaccine has a chip that tracks you, but hey dumbass, you carry your phone with you 24/7 and the government already has access to all that data. So why do they need a chip in a vaccine?
Right. Yeah, that was one of the things too. Like my mom was talking about, there's this guy that is all about the QAnon stuff or whatever. He's a self-proclaimed psychic that came from a cult. He was born and raised in a cult, so he found out it was a cult or whatever, and decided he would leave it. But since he's self-proclaimed psychic, that none of his stuff has ever come true, he's getting all these followers, right, that believe all his bullshit. And my mom seems to be one of them. So she'll tell me all about like his stuff every once in a while. That he said that Trump's coming back to office in August, and I'm thinking, but what if he doesn't? What are they going to say why he didn't do that? And then all of a sudden it come up and he not. And well, they said that this wasn't the time that it's going to happen, you know, whenever. I'm like, okay. Then that time come around, it not happen. You know? Thinking, you think this man's full of shit? Because he's like asking for money. He's like he's self-proclaimed psychic from a cult. Hello, you know, it doesn't take much, but whatever. As long as it's not hurting anyone, I guess it's okay to believe bullshit. But he's like one of the ones that, I think his name's Charlie Ward, or whatever she said. And he's the one that was talking about how all these politicians actually died or whatever, and that their clones are running everywhere, or the reason why the cargo containers or whatever weren't allowed to come to the United States is because they had children in them.
CMDR_Rizzle says, for me, it's not the chip part. It's the what will happen to the next generation with birth defects thing. Rushed vaccines mass-produced with limited testing isn't great idea. And the government has a history with vaccines. They used the vax as an excuse to sterilize the Native American population. Just Call McCower says, well, that's the thing. It doesn't hurt anyone until it does, like January 6th.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Like, you know, they can put specific things inside of there that attack certain parts, you know, of you, of a people. And it's like all these, like, this 23andMe thing that people do that they submit their DNA profile or whatever, and it's like a data collection of, like, humanity, you know, like if these certain people have this gene, well, if you turn the gene on or you turn it off or whatever like that, then it will cause this kind of thing to happen to this too, you know, because at any point in time, a random gene can become active that is dormant and cause all sorts of health issues. And same goes for turning one off, you know, because, you know, like once we get to a certain age, the healing or the growth part of our body gets turned into healing mode. So if you want to regrow something, you turn it back into grow mode, which they've demonstrated can happen. And so it's just a genealogy type change that that you can apply, you know, using chemicals or whatnot like that, just redoing the, you know, genome of a person, in which they've already mapped the genome of a person. They've got all the, like, the stuff. They just don't know what all of this other part of it does, like the junk DNA, which they call alien DNA. Oh, damn. Come on. One of these things needs to hurry the fuck up. And it's all interesting until, like, you know, bleh. On that QAnon, my mom was talking about, like, that John F. Kennedy's little brother, whatever his fuck name was, it was actually alive and stuff, and that Trump was working with him to overthrow the government to make it the country again or some shit or whatever. Like, thinking, okay, yeah, sure. One thing they need to have for the damn president election thing is an age limit. I mean, I know that the cognitive test is a failure, but they need to have at least an age limit where you can't be, like, on death's door to be a president. Well, I think it's, what is it, like 35 till infinity or something like that? Today, the president of 105 years old became...
Stygian_Sticks says, Stygia 16 yo.
Yo!
CMDR_Rizzle says, as much as I'd like to be physically augmented like an exoskeleton or something, I'll first die before the government or even private corporations put anything in me. Gave up flu shot and allergy shots over 20 years ago. I'll risk getting sick for a week, thanks. Just Call McCower says, they do have an age limit, it's called 35 to dead.
35 to dead. That sounds like some sort of TV show. Previously on 35 to Dead. It's William Shatner. Yeah, I haven't had allergy shots ever, nor have I had a flu shot. It always seemed to me like, you know, and this is just observation, even though people have said the stuff like this before, but it always seemed as though everyone who got the flu shot, a certain percentage of them would always get the flu no matter what. And it's almost like it's introduced back into the population in a way. You know, like, you know, you have flu's dormant, then all of a sudden it's the winter month season or something like that, and bam, and, you know, here it comes. It's like it remains dormant, then it reactivates itself because of weather. No, huh? What the fuck? The fuck, you'll say? There's a lot into all that.
Stygian_Sticks says, you checked Discord today?
I briefly got on it before I started streaming, but I have not actually, like, went through the whole thing or anything like that. Like, every little thing that was maybe have been
CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL, they want the old guys 'cause age equals experience or something. But that's not always the case. I'm sure there's someone out there who is young, can fix most of our problems, and we can have peace. But they are stuck somewhere unloading trucks in a warehouse all day 'cause they aren't interested in politicking.
Yeah, politics. Being a politician. Very true. You know, and a lot of them are like the old goats or whatever are stuck in the old ways of like how they want the thing to work, like a plan, you know, of how they want the United States or some sort of bullshit happening and stuff. Or maybe it's the cults and things that they're part of, the Illuminati or, you know, deep state or some bullshit they're calling it. I don't know. Or it's some sort of meeting they've had like back in the day around worshiping owls or some shit. Hell, for all we know, it could be the Anunnaki from Nibiru.
Stygian_Sticks says, one of the issues is most people think good charisma and popularity makes a good leader.
Like the Obama thing. I always thought it interesting that Obama's grandmother said he was born in Kenya. But yet, you know, his birth certificate that took, was it like 6 months plus or whatever to get, shows that he was in Hawaii. He was born in Hawaii, even though he's born in Kenya. There's that conspiracy theorist about like how whenever he was running the country and stuff, he was actually working off of his dad's plan to ruin the United States. like a play-by-play book of how to end the country. I don't know if any of that bullshit was true, though. The only thing I know is death and taxes. Hello? I don't know. That's why I don't really have an opinion on all of that. I just like to listen to everything else. You know. I have no opinion. Like that episode of Home Improvement where Jill talks to Tim about like her parents coming or whatever like that, and Jill's mom asked Tim something and he's like, I have no opinion.
Stygian_Sticks says, most the people who would really be good leaders are shut-in types who don't want to bother with anything due to people calling them weird, etc.
Yeah, that's kind of what Riz had just mentioned. It's sort of along the same lines of, you know, like...
CMDR_Rizzle says, but the president doesn't run this country. He's there as a figurehead. Most things need congressional approval, and regardless of their personal policies, someone will cut them a check so fat that they turn against their own beliefs and cash that check.
Yeah, that is so true. Yeah. Like, no matter what, they can be bought off or paid off or whatever. It's safe to say that probably wouldn't happen with me. I don't give a shit about money. Even though I do need it, yes, to survive and bullshit or whatever like that, but no, I mean, I've been offered, like, you know, advancement in career at Dollar General to be a manager like 15 times or whatever, and I've like turned it down every damn time. Money would be great, though. You'd be bringing home this amount a month or whatever every week, and like...
Stygian_Sticks says, Plato, Galileo, Tesla, etc. prove the smart are outcasts.
Well, that's true. They think outside the box, and, you know, things are good for it. It's like, what is it like right now? You know, you mentioned Tesla. Like, all of his stuff that he ever did since he was contracted by the government, they, like, stole his bullshit and stuff whenever he died. And it's been slowly coming out over time.
CMDR_Rizzle says, the responsibilities outweighs the 50-cent raise LOL. Gotta pay me way more to deal with managerial bullshit.
That's right, damn it. That's whenever that one guy said, oh, so you're a worker then? Yeah, I'm a worker. What the fuck are you? Yeah, this is so-and-so. He's been with the company almost 10 whole years, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with management. Oh, so you're a worker then? Yeah, look at loss prevention. Yeah, what the fuck are you, man? Someone that just sits there and goes, okay, well, you're fired. People are given too much authority at little tiny things. It's annoying at times. Let's see. It was like the guy today that, you know, I mentioned it when I first got on here, you know, about him saying, I'm older than you, so I'm right. I'm thinking, kindergarten? The fuck? I was like, no, it's called reading. Hello. Just because something's sitting there in the wrong spot that some random person probably put there does not mean that's what we sell it for. Bull butthole. Well, I'm older than you, so I'm right. Oh yeah, we're gonna meet up behind the cafeteria at lunch. We'll settle this shit. Let me go get Cobra Kai. We'll take care of it.
CMDR_Rizzle says, plus salary can suck. Not always, and I don't know for sure. But salary people don't get overtime. So if I stay hourly and work 60 hours a week, I could in theory make more than my salary boss who gets a flat rate.
That's right.
Stygian_Sticks says, put me in charge, he'll have us mining the asteroid belt, colonizing Mars, starting work on a Dyson swarm. NID back Elon in all his space endeavors, like getting infrastructure set up.
Yeah.
We would be the TOS era federation in no time.
That's right. We just had to figure out gravity.
Says, I've been party to those conversations, with people who assume you grew up in the same American culture that values money above all else, same as them, so you are either making moves to make more money every day, or you are too dumb/crazy/high on drugs to grasp the next rung on the ladder. Stygian_Sticks says, that much closer to a Type 6 civilization. Just Call McCower says, in theory yes, in retail no, a retail grunt is never to make anywhere as much as the salaried manager. Arcanoloth says,
you would know that for
sure. The concept that someone can be sober, sane, and rationally decide not to chase money is inconceivable and therefore incomprehensible.
Just Call me Core. Whenever you were in retail, you know, since you were a DM that time, would you ask like a manager to work past their salary time in order to get more sales or better business or anything like that? Just curious, you know. You don't have to answer. I'm not you.
Stygian_Sticks says, gotta get a highly altruistic, sympathetic, humble leader. Arcanoloth says, they live in a world where everyone gets their turn to ride the big green weenie, and the more money you have, the more you can tell someone else to take your turn, so they are hellbent on being the person in charge. Stygian_Sticks says, that's a hard combo to find. Just Call McCower says, I mean yes. There would also be times I asked the store manager to cut crew hours and fill the hours themselves since they wouldn't get paid more.
Ooh. You was a real DM then. Well, yeah, you've got that, like the inside track and all that kind of stuff, you know. Like you know, there was like a reasoning behind it. You probably got like some sort of regional person that would come down to you and say, you need to cut these hours or whatever to say payroll or whatever like that. So you would have to be the guilty party to actually ask your managers to do stuff like that, right? It's like just don't shoot the messenger type situation. But their salary, they agree to working salary, correct? I mean, don't go like out of the way and make them like work to the death or whatever.
Arcanoloth says, believe me when I say I have tried to avoid a career, and it made my life way more painful than it needed to be. All I have to show for it now is some gray hair and some lines on my face. Some sad stories to tell when drunk. Just Call McCower says, yap, shit literally rolls downhill. It wasn't like I got pleasure out of it, but it's what I had to do to keep my job.
Yeah.
Just Call McCower says, lost it anyway. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Arcanoloth says, so fuck it, I'm going back to school, then stack paper.
Do it. Get her done, guy. Now, I've seen it so much, too, that, like, managers, especially at, like, Dollar General, they'll try to suck the ass of, you know, the district manager thinking they're going to get ahead just from, like, you know, any type of thing, like a favor that the DM asks, hey, can you go
Just
to this
Paul
store
McCoy
to
says,
help them, you know?
Cool, I lost sound again. WTF BRB.
Oh, damn.
Scorpwana says, damn.
Damn! Damn it! Damn it to hell, mister.
Arcanoloth says, you don't have to do much in this life, but I do believe I have an obligation to not be a burden on others.
Right.
Arcanoloth says, Strim is good here.
Strim is good here? You like Strim? Strim good. Especially Strim when unzip pants and pee on floor, watch water go one way. Strim, very good, yes. Have many semen in it.
Just Call McCoy says, cool sound is back.
Dude, did you have to like change it again or something? But I've seen so many like managers like trying to suck ass from district managers, thinking they could get ahead in the company or whatever. You know, like a DM could just call and say, "Hey, can you go cover this store or go help them do whatever
Just
with
Call
this?"
McCoy says, no, I needed to restart Firefox.
Fucker Fox, fuck a fox. And then the manager like say, "Oh yeah, sure," and then like completely just screw up the whole workflow of the store. You know, instead of saying like, "Oh no, we're behind on doing all this stuff. I don't really have like the time to do it," and they're just asking just to ask. But then all of a sudden they're like calling up the district manager, "Hey, you need any help with something? I can do this for you. I can do that for you if you want me to." And then they're like, it's like they're just sucking up to thinking they're going to advance in the company. But I've never cared for advancement and bullshit. I don't really care to work, to tell you the truth. I care to do things that matter. And one day, I say it to myself like once a week. I'm like, when am I going to be able to actually have the time to do what I need to do, that I want to do, and not be restrained by waiting for a call in or some sort of bullshit like that, or, just when am I going to have my time to do what I want instead of what everybody else wants me to do at work or whatever.
CMDR_Rizzle says, AMD they won't get advanced LOL. They'll keep getting asked to do extra for no extra pay.
Exactly. That's what always happens. Yeah, they'll always be sucking up, thinking, okay, well, I'm going to get in good with the DM, and they'll, have me in training to be a DM myself, and it never happened. My previous manager thought that same thing. She was in training to be a district manager for like, what's it, 12 years? Yeah, because it was before I started with the company. She was in training to be a district manager, and they never advanced her. They just kept using her and stuff for DM type shit, Like if the district manager wasn't able to go to a store to assess the situation, they'd say, okay, well, I'll call so and so and have them go because they're closer to the other store or whatever like that. And they'd go down there, do the exact same job as the district manager, and get shit for it.
CMDR_Rizzle says, that's why I said the other day it's sometimes okay to TWLL your boss know it's my scheduled day off. My only chance to take care of my health. I got an appointment that you legally can't ask me about. I'm busy.
Wow. Yeah, see, I've never been a knower, though. That's the thing. If I know that what I'm doing is not really that important to the world, I'll just say sure, whatever, kind of thing. But since I'm not getting paid what I think I should get paid, I'm not going to like work like a horse. That's for damn sure.
Just Call McCoy says, that's misinformation.
That's misinformation. What's me? My misinformation? This may be a Mr. Information. Be better.
CMDR_Rizzle says, which part?
Which part?
Just Call McCoy says, an employer is 100% allowed to ask you about an appointment you have. Just Call McCoy says, you are just not obligated to tell them.
That's like a reversal of the damn answer. They can ask, but you don't have to tell them.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says,
splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs.
It's like I was told of a manager around where I'm at was having job interviews and stuff like that, and the person came in and everything seemed fine, and whenever they, you're supposed to be able to do certain job activities like lifting 50 pounds, this kind of sort of thing. Well, the guy had had a stroke years before that and had no use at all of like his left arm.
Just Call McCower says, when it comes to what's legal, splitting hairs makes the difference.
And the company that I work with always say stuff like no discrimination, but I'm guaranteeing they're not going to hire somebody out there that cannot mentally count numbers, kind of situation. Or you tell them to do something, they forget. I mean, that's not going to happen.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, but we aren't in a legal setting. You understood my point. Let it slide.
Let it slide. Splitting hairs. Are we getting upset over bullshit again in here? What's going on? I'm not paying much attention to all that again. Just let sleeping dogs lie. I understand.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, I'm not upset at all.
Okay, good. Because I don't know what we're talking about now.
Arcano Loth says, Donnie, this is bowling, not Vietnam. There are rules.
Am I the only one that gives a shit about the rules? Well, I thought y'all were getting into a heated argument over something. Like a technicality type scenario. I don't want anybody to get mad.
Just Call McCower says, I am a very matter-of-fact type of person, but you said I got an appointment that you legally can't ask me about and felt the urge to correct you because that is just the type of person I am.
That's true. That's true. Don't take anything by it. It's just stating facts.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, that's on you then.
And let that be it. Yay. Meanwhile, on Star Trek Online, Malcolm is still in the middle. In other news, I am kind of excited that I'm about to be able to finish Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo Reach Legendary Gameplay again. Well, not again for that, but again for because I got them all done with the original games, but they didn't transfer over, so I'm having to re-get all of that stuff. And I'm excited about it because I was right at the very end this morning at 7 o'clock. And I might end up playing some of that later if I'm up, which I'm guaranteeing it, because if I don't have to go to work tomorrow, I'm not going to make it a point to go to bed. Even though I'll probably get called in, that kind of bullshit. That Hummingbird had me not wanting to do shit today, though, so they probably won't call me in. Anybody watch the Multiverse of Madness yet?
Just Call McCower says, no. Just Call McCower says, waiting on digital release.
Roger that.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, gave up on Marvel actor WandaVision.
After WandaVision? Come on, man. Come on, you can do that. Why does it take so long for that one to load? Oh my god, really? Seriously?
God fucking damn it!
Okay, there it goes. Why does it take so long for that one? Doesn't make any sense.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Raps Knuckles on table waiting for my clip.
I don't know why it's so slow at loading that one particular one. I mean, I use the same, technically a video player, I guess. It just plays it through a browser source. It's like it has a hard time finding it. Load it up into memory. I'm curious now about just looking at something. Well, if I didn't have so much stuff loaded, it'd probably go a lot faster. Or if I had a better computer, it would go faster. Let's see, videos. Yeah, it's only 185 kilobytes, the video that plays. So why it shouldn't take that damn long to make it play. What do you know, you know? You try things, you do stuff, and then bam, it doesn't work. That's about right. We're talking away. I don't know what time to say. I'll say it anyway. I don't know. Someone that coworker that likes Marvel stuff or whatever was telling me about the post credit and said, "Have you seen the post credit?" And I was like, "I hadn't even seen the movie," you know. She goes, "Oh wow, you've got to watch the post credit scene. Just look it up. You know, it won't ruin the movie or anything like that." And I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Because it's gonna have some character from the comics." I'm like, "But I didn't read the comics, so it doesn't matter to me." You know, I may have read like a few pages of an issue of something from each or something from years ago, but have I sat there and actually watched or read a whole series of comics based on a character? No. There's not much for reading. It was much for, like, you know, watching. Like Steve from Ghost Hunters always said, that's why they made movies. So you wouldn't have to read. Go for Steve. Me and Grant. Grant and me. Didn't they find that they were fake ghost hunters? Or they faked a lot of the shit that sci-fi made them fake it or whatever? For, like, their specials and stuff? All the employees I work with are convinced that there's a ghost in the store. They call him George. But the previous ones called it Frankie Bob. So, there's that.
Just Call McCower says, Sci-Fi paid Brian to fake evidence, I believe.
Ah.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. You've got goodbye. You've got mail. Ah. The Simpsons beer when I was 17 by Homer Simpson. You think that would get like a copyright claim?
Could you go get the cupcakes? Cupcakes. Cupcakes. Yes. Sweet cakes for all.
For some reason, it disappears on me and I can't see the play thing.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Idk. Your call, man.
I think I'll play it later.
Not important, just a suggestion.
Gotcha. I think I'll play it later, like, so I don't have it on here and it get like copyrighted or something like that. Which is no problem. Just mute the audio, but still, it makes the process a little bit longer. Wait. I was gonna go to Starbase. What you call it? Yeah.
CMDR_Rizzle says, That's why I put in PM in your time.
Well, I never have my time. I just have random time. I'm all about that random, Let's see. Soul system going to transport because it's just easier. Kaboom! Kablooey. Yeah, that's what I always thought, that Brian or Grant or somebody like didn't want to do that, but did. And didn't they form a Ghost Hunters show after the fact with like with Grant or something? I can't remember. It was all about watching that shit back then. I think I was one of the first ones to actually buy the DVD of the episodes and place them on the internet. Or not? No, I never did that. You can't prove it either. Well, you can. But you can't. Because I just confessed, damn it. No, I did not. Scorpona has never put those on the internet.
Rizzle says, how they gonna say nobody's here looking in an attic or something, but yet there's a camera dude up in there getting a reverse angle of the host. The fuck, there ain't anyone in there.
Yeah. I can safely say that Scorpona has never shared anything out there on the internet to incriminate himself for sharing video, files, audio, anything like that. Scorpona has not ever done that before. Abort. We will abort that. Turn over contraband. But everyone's shared something out there. But there was nothing like, you know, you go to like just kind of want to watch it, even though I would have Sci-Fi Channel, I'd watch the show, watch the episodes, like the show so much, buy the DVDs to rewatch them whenever I wanted to, and they're not be on my computer, you know, because the DVD drive would like mess up, wouldn't be able to. So you research how to put this onto a computer. I put the episodes on my computer. I'm not responsible for how, if they got shared or something like that off of there, how, or if, you know, whatever happened after that. But unless that's bad, I don't know. But why allow it to happen? They put all that junk in there to try to stop you too, and it's so fun. Anyway, let's see. Change character. I've downloaded free stuff before. Share the files. Let's see. Me. No need to run the daily for me, but there's a few things I would like to do for my caricature. But yeah, that was the thing. Like, they'd always have those specials, and you'd want to see something, but you knew that there would never really be anything. Because there's no way they're going to catch like a ghost or audio or whatever. Or the light where they set it to barely go off and someone just, you know, steps on the wrong board and it's like light up. I do genuinely believe.
_Rizzle says, what are your plans with your $500 million EC? Gonna get a ship soon or what?
Oh yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Now I'm going to keep saving it and hoarding that bullshit. You never know. I may never get the legendary ships, and then they become like available to like buy or something, and not have anything or whatever. You know, that'd be a bad thing. But I genuinely believe that Grant and Jason from
Arcanoloth says, back in the day, there was a website where you could ask Captain Pike a question, and his scooter would light up and make the beep.
Damn. You may be able to, hey, if it's possible, it may be on that that archive website that's out there on the internet that kind of backs up every damn thing.
Arcanoloth says, oh sweet. Arcanoloth says,
Ask Captain Pike.
https
I gotta do it.
www.askcaptpike.com/
Ask Captain Pike. Oh my God. Turn up your speakers and ask yes and no question, then click on Pike
CMDR
for the
underscore
answer.
Rizzle says, gotta be a yes or no question, right?
What do you like? Click on him? Or, and then click Captain Pike. Yeah, okay. Captain Pike, are you okay? No. Damn it. Captain Pike.
Just Call McCower says, okay Jason and Grant what?
Jason and Grant.
Arcanoloth says, need that as a command.
Right. Jason and Grant, I genuinely believed that they were out to help people when they first started TAPS. The ghost, like the actual thing itself. Like, someone would say there's something going on in my house or whatever,
CMDR
and they would break it down.
Says, some ghost hunting shows are cool and have some good evidence. But I think those two guys got too Hollywood.
Yeah, it kind of seems that way. But they would generally like go to people's houses to try to break down why, they could be experiencing like a door closing. They'd like, say, well, these hinges are this way or whatever, and gravity and whatnot like that. So they would make these people feel more at ease, and that's, I think, how they got into doing that. But then, sci-fi comes along.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, and they were honest about the debunks.
Yeah. Then sci-fi comes along and says, oh, hey, this is a pretty cool thing you've got going on here. You mind if we like put that on our channel? We'll pay you whatever to do stuff. And they're like, yeah, sure. So they sign up a contract, but then they like don't look at the fine print of how it says, oh, by the way, we're gonna make you like have evidence that's not real or some shit. Here, wear this weird shit or something, to make it more entertaining and exciting and all that kind of stuff. Which a lot of the equipment, I still have. What is it? The EMF detector thing or whatever it is. I got it actually in a drawer. Right here, right next to me, and it's got a battery in there. EMF sensor, yeah, the EMF 822A, the same one they have on the show. I like the show so much that I bought one.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, they played eerie music in background so you couldn't hear the noise they heard off camera.
Right. Well, the microphones didn't reach that far back in the day. Had to be right up on their ass. But I like the show was great. I mean, I know that it was so much that, what was it? Just Call Me Core, you had me analyze some audio evidence one time that you had captured yourself somewhere. And video, like a picture of something too and whatnot. Like go around the graveyards and stuff. But yeah, the show was great when it came out.
Just Call McCower says, I was big into that shit.
Right? Yeah. I cleaned up that audio. Something
Just
about
Call
a kid.
McCower says, walking around graveyards and shit.
And then shitting in graveyards and shit.
CMDR underscore Rizzle says, I tried phone app, but I think they are programmed. I wanted to get some gear, but that shit is expensive.
It is. I mean, I've actually taken my EMF sensor thing like they have in the show, the little black square one or whatever, to work because people are saying something about George, the ghost of the store, because there is actual footage of like boxes falling over for no reason or something, like jumping off a shelf or something like that. But I'll give them like a reasonable explanation. It could have been that it wasn't setting right, kind of stuff like that. And I'd set them at ease. I'd say, let me bring my EMF up here and explain to them what it is, and I'll see if there's some sort of electromagnetic problem with the store, because stuff's always shorting out. Like the microwave overcooks, The refrigerator in the break room always seems to freeze a bunch of stuff randomly. You know, it's an electrical problem in that damn place. Hell, the electrical outlet that is connected to the water fountains are connected to. It's one of those reset outlets, you know, where you can just press reset and it work again. It's broken. It's completely shot. It's got tripped somehow, and now the water fountains don't work. But who wants to drink water from a Dollar General? So I brought it up there.
CMDR_Rizzle says, what do you call a midget fortune teller who's on the run from the law?
Trick question? Not to offend any midgets out there, or those
CMDR_Rizzle says, a small medium at large.
A small medium. A small medium at large. That's funny. I love it. A small medium at large. Damn it. Oh yeah, I need to turn the small medium at large.
CMDR_Rizzle says, sorry if I offended anyone.
Like Jeff Foxworthy's joke. It says, attention men with noses. And he says, you know, there's like one person out there going, I find that offensive. You know, that doesn't have a nose. But there are people that don't have noses because, you know, they get, like, they're shot off or, like, you know, somehow they've gotten severed and stuff like that. And so someone out there could be. Jeff Foxworthy had a joke that one time, too, about if you're on an airplane or whatever and it says, attention, all passengers requiring wheelchairs, please remain in their seats. He says, as opposed to what? Hurling themselves in the aisle? I don't know if he actually uses that joke anymore, though, but there's just all sorts of little things that can offend people these days. It's too sensitive. People have gotten sensitive over bullshit. They need a good swift kick in the ass, or they need like a hammer to the face or something like that to calm them down. That's all it is. Or maybe just a friggin' hug. Who knows? That's what I want to do sometimes. Like, if someone's so upset.
CMDR_Rizzle says, it's a dangerous time to be a comic for sure.
Yeah, you know, like I'd mentioned, you know, Rosie O'Donnell. I'm not Rosie O'Donnell. Damn it. I'm so sorry, Roseanne. I'm so sorry. But Roseanne just making a little joke, boom, ends her whole career. That's just crazy. Destroys in Kathy space, defeat Vodwar ground. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, little things like that just offend too many damn people. You can't be funny anymore. I could tell a joke at work and people just look at me like I said something wrong. You know? So you got to keep your mouth shut these days. And I don't like keeping my mouth shut.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Vodwar ground sucks. They move and flank. Melee isn't easy with them.
But no, Gary will make it happen. He doesn't care how many times he dies. Let's see. Is anything close up there? Signs of Portents is close. Now, why the hell don't I have that listed?
CMDR_Rizzle says, he won't make it happen. Your boffs will get the kills for you.
Probably.
HATE3K says, let play Dyson.
Why? Why you want play Dyson? Asking I am question A. Episodes. Wait. We can go to the in progress.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Gonkra is a direct transwarp.
Yeah, but then, you know, what if I need that transwarp for something else? Oh, that does not like it there, does it? Look at that. It makes it jitter. Weird.
HATE3K says, go to episodes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Ready to turn in. Defeat Voth. Battle zone. Require. Oh.
CMDR_Rizzle says, it's a 15 minutes cook down. By the time you mission warp to Kobali time and get that done, it'll be ready again.
Oh yeah,
HATE3K
you've
says,
got a point.
under New Frontiers arc.
You've got a point, because I'll be space battling anyway, and that'll cool down while I'm space battling. Waboom! Waboom shakalaka.
HATE3K says, activate mirrors and smoke mission.
Not smoke and mirrors, but mirrors and smoke. Alright. Well, I've already got here, so there we are. Bowserk. John Cusack and John
HATE3K
Balsack.
says, that will take you real close to Tenzekathai battle zone.
Oh, look at there they are. It almost sounded like some sort of Amish guy's name. Didn't that the guy? Amish Paradise.
HATE3K says, after you're done back to Dyson, right?
I have to do the Vaudoir. I'm confused. I mean, I've been...
CMDR_Rizzle says, he needs Vaudoir on Kobali.
Kobali. Unless there's a reason I need to go there to Dice. I mean, I spent the majority of like a few hours already there.
HATE3K says, Rigth.
Right. He's right. You have point. He's right. Well, you have point for now, but no, on the model you will not have point. No. I will not let you have the point. Ding. Fire at wheel.
HATE3K says, it sucks that mission that takes you directly to Kobali Prime is not replayable.
Right. Kobali. My left shield's failing. I say my left shield's failing. Oh, I forgot to get the... Oh, no, I did that. Okay, never mind. I healed the ship somewhere. Somewhere other than the
CMDR_Rizzle says, holds torch for concert. Arcanoloth says, last mission in Delta Arc goes directly to Kobali Prime. Just drop it as soon as you get there to remove the pop-up. CMDR_Rizzle says, Encore.
Anchor, is that you, boy? Right, let's see if I can get out of here. Let me readjust my headphones. There we are. There we are. Can we get out of here? Or go up? It said last mission. Kobali. New Romulus.
HATE3K says, LOL, I just realized I haven't been Kobali Prime on this tune yet. CMDR_Rizzle says, oh, dust to dust. Good call.
Ass
I
to
use
asses.
Mindscape and space travel to Kobali. Guess I won't be doing that no more, LOL. HATE3K says, so can't skip to then end.
Which one is it at? I forget. Iconian, Delta, Gamma Quadrant. Is it Gamma? Is that Jimmy?
CMDR_Rizzle says, Delta Smart G.
Delta, look at that. Damn it. I'm an idiot. How you doing? How you doing? Capture the flag. Blue team. Flag return. Blue team. Score.
We have a situation.
CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL Delta Quadrant Planet, Delta QDT mission.
Delta Burke. Delta Burke wins. That would be the incredible. Anybody seen the trailer for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, or whatever it is? In progress.
Just Call McCower says, yes.
Okay, what is your opinion on that? Is it One Tree Hill meets the Incredible Hulk or what?
His wife goes out and owes money all over town and they pee on my rug?
They pee on your fucking rug?
Peed on my fucking rug.
That's right, dude. They peed on your fucking rug.
I gotta add more to that. They peed on your fucking
Just
rug.
Call McCower says, my opinion is that I am going to watch it because the MCU has not failed me yet. Other than that, I don't have one.
I mean, what about like the visuals and stuff? Did you see like how rough they kind of look? It almost reminds me of like an early something or whatever.
Arcanoloth says, you don't go out looking for a job like that on a weekday, now do ye? CMDR_Rizzle says, LOL, time to play chase. Arcanoloth says, the dude abides.
The dude abides. Do I have that as a sound, just individual sound? I think I do. Dude abides. Man.
Just Call McCower says, I have shitty internet so I didn't notice bad visuals because all visuals are bad for me.
Well, I mean, like, compared to the Hulk, you know, how he looks and stuff like that, she just didn't seem to blend well with the surroundings, in my opinion. But then again, it's kind of early on. It's the same actress that played in One Tree Hill as, like, Lucas' best friend, and Nathan's, like, girlfriend or whatever like that. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is to me and my peace of mind. Tired of running around here thinking what I'm gonna do, who I'm supposed to be.
CMDR_Rizzle says, shields losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Gary dies. Ta end. Gary the Klingon the Gary. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. Oh, damn it. I got him coming with me. Son of a bitch.
CMDR_Rizzle says, more deaths than kills.
That's been my ratio for every game, though. Damn, I could go into any game and die like 20 times before the first player does.
CMDR_Rizzle says, whip out that rifle and finish melee later, LOL.
Is it that painful? I can play like a game that doesn't have a lot of deaths, and I can be the master of all deaths in that game. That's why you don't want to play like any game with me. Like, if there's like some sort of a thing that's like you have to get so many deaths and stuff.
CMDR_Rizzle says, no, but for endeavor purposes.
Endeavor. Arrivederci, mister, signor. I like to have my guys as backup to heal me.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you need 60 of these bitches.
Biatch. Biatace? Biatoce? Gary does pretty damn good without health. He's his little bitch slap batlet thing there. It's funny how the animations never finish. They just restart. It's so hilarious. I don't get it. Okay, the Kabali, whenever they fire, what is it that comes out of their weapon? You know, like, is it a combustible, some sort of bullshit, or like a shotgun shell or something? I mean, what did they? Not the Kambali, but the Vodwar. What is their weapon based off of there? I wonder. I know it probably says, like, if you have one of their weapons and stuff, like, this is a so-and-so weapon. But it's just so weird that something like charcoal flies out on fire or some shit. It's like a musket. They're like, hold on, let me load my rifle. Be right there, hold on now, hold on. Time out. Let me load my rifle.
CMDR_Rizzle says, the tech Gs use an electrical flamethrower thing. Not sure about the others.
Gary the Klingon. Gary the Klingon wins. Fatality.
Arcanoloth says, Kobali rifle is a Polaron split beam with a crossbow animation.
Dust to dust, asses to asses. Flanking damage was detected.
Arcanoloth says, I grab the weapon from the mission and give it to the Kobali officer. CMDR_Rizzle says, boots to asses.
Boots to asses. Flush to flush. You know, hell, even in my, like, legendary replay or whatever, I've been dying like millions of times just to advance through there a little bit. No, do not click on that. I need to get rid of that son of a bitch. In progress. Let's see.
CMDR_Rizzle says, get some Red Foreman clips. All about puttin' foots in asses LOL.
Yeah, that is so true. There's a dedicated channel, it's called Laugh or whatever, that plays like that 70s show all damn day long. And you know, like, never once have I ever seen in the show where he's actually kicked someone in the ass. Stop running everywhere and be still so I can kick your ass. That would be good. There you go. You've suggested
CMDR_Rizzle says, we get that channel up here too.
Yeah, where they play like 6 straight hours of that 70s show, play something else in 6 hours more of that 70s show, then like maybe 30 minutes of something, and 6 more hours of that 70s show. You're like, holy shit.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I did, but not in your dedicated server.
Oh. Oh. We now return to Home Improvement, starring Tim Allen. Tim the Allen Taylor.
CMDR_Rizzle says, there.
There you go. I don't know if you did it or not, because I can't see it, but I believe you. You've got pictures. You've got mail. You've got retard. You've got you. You've got Dr. Phil McGraw. Respawn. Gary the Klingon wins. Fatality.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you got clapped.
In the ass. Surreal clapped. Why would anybody be mad at somebody for naming themselves Surreal Jew? I don't get it. Am I, like, you know, behind on the times or something? What's going on? I died anyway. Poor Gary. He's gonna come to me in like a nightmare type scenario and not let me wake up because I haven't fixed him or something in the game. Just imagine how much more damage he could do.
CMDR_Rizzle says, in this day and age, offense is easily taken.
Try it. They can take that fence and build it somewhere else, mister. I am the captain of the ship and I'm totally capable of commanding. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Gary gonna swap them out, yeah. Yay! Mission failed. We got 45 points. Here's Chucky. That whole knife swiping thing is just like Child's Play stuff. Yeah, we failed again and got the same points. Okay. Whatever game, whatever man, whatever. Flanking damage. It does a whole twirling motion and the guys just stand over there like, are you done yet? Because we gotta fight, man. I am not done.
Just Call Makover says, flanking damage was taking me fishing when I was 8 years old.
Flanking damage was taking me fishing when I was 8 years old. Little girl came through the front gate holding a big old gar. I looked at him and I said, what the fuck? We can leave her right here. That bitch jumped in the truck and shot me down on the knee. He's missing him completely. Oh, Gary the Klingon, you're hilarious. Please take the girl. Damn, these guys just keep moving. They ever played against somebody like me before? Well, they just stand in one spot all day. Huh? Always the first one to jump off a cliff in any game. How the hell did I get all the way over here? Oh god, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ah, damn it. What the hell? How'd that happen? How do you get stuck right there? What the hell? How? I don't know. More Kabali, please. With a little bit of more on top there. Oh, damn it. That's not fair. There's 3 of you on me. That's not fair. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. That's so low-key.
HATE3K says, LOL.
Just imagine if Gary the Klingon were on like full power, you know. Like all healed up and stuff. Gary the Klingon, Klingon the Gary. Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, playful and friendly with stories to share. Kablam! Blam! See, they got that movie coming out of, or Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I remember watching the cartoon as a kid. Can't remember what the hell it was ever about, though. Just cartoon chipmunks with stuff, doing things. Gary, you're a little behind there, bud. I will swipe at the air and miss. You will die by my blood. I'm gonna put this right here, alright? Okay, let's run away from it. Hey, from the south, oh Gary. Oh, wait. That's one of them there blow 'em up mines, isn't it? Oh. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Eh. This whole time, like you were saying, it's like, you know, Gary's the other two or whatever, like they're the one doing the killing, and Gary thinks he's the one, you know. Am I winning? Yeah, you're doing good, sir. You show him who's boss, sir. Do I have room? Why that? Go here. Damn it, I clicked off of it like a dumbass. Ooh, 72, Captain. Tour of Duty 1. Okay. Analyze newly discovered phenomenon. Sure, we'll do that with nobody. Who cares? Alright. Do that right there. Near. Near. Ooh, 100,000. We'll do that one. Oh, I did that backwards. Never mind, whatever. Fuck it. Oh, that one right there can have a small ship tour, huh? Ooh, tour of whatever. This strategy is pretty good. I'm glad that I was told to do this by Arcanoloth.
CMDR_Rizzle says, you gonna do the other groups? Or just Klingon? Bonus dilly for hitting level 5 and 10.
Oh yeah, I've completely forgotten about that, haven't I? Haven't I? Have an ass. Well, I'm already full. So this is what happens. I get on the Klingon thing to do that, and I fill up before I can do anything else. And then I don't even pay attention to it the next time and forget all about it. 'Tis the way my brain works. Eventually, yes, I will do that. Eventually, I will do that. Here. Let's see. 72250. Incrementally. I don't know if anybody noticed, but one of these disappeared while I was playing, and it actually added it to this here too. Look at that. 18,510 Zen. Yay. I'm happy. I'm getting closer to my goal of 19,500. There's a way to say that doesn't make stupid sense. And I can say it, but not now.
CMDR_Rizzle says, 1,000 PEF to go.
And then you watch, they won't have a discount, after that. What is this? Faction percent. God fucking damn it! Good fucking damn it. Diablo.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something?
Hush puppy, Daddy.
We got no time for that crap. You son of a bitch.
Dumb some bitch. Okay. Let's see. See how the holdings are going.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I'm willing to bet it's always gonna have a 35% sale when it comes around. Won't get 50% like on initial release, but I really doubt they'll force you to pay full price.
True. Was it 35 last time? I mean, yeah, if you probably do the math or something right there, yeah, right? God, this thing's just everywhere.
CMDR_Rizzle says, it's been 35 for us. Assumed same for you.
Let's see if we can't do that math. Bring up the calculator. How much is it usually? Like 30,000 minus like 35%. Be 1050 if that were the case. Whatever it is, it's been like maybe it was 40. It could have been 40 because it's always been like 19,500. See, plus 40% probably. 14. That doesn't make any sense. How do I get less than that? That does not make a damn bit of sense. Calculators are hard. 19,500 plus 40% equals 2730. Now, that don't make no sense either. You son of a bitch. I can't do math. 19,500 plus 30% equals 25,300. See, I'm getting all kind of random numbers. I can't do math. But, yeah.
CMDR_Rizzle says, according to StoWiki, 1 or 2 50s, 120, rest 35.
Okay. So it's been 35% of, like, whatever it is. And last time when it was that, okay, it was like whatever, right? Yeah, okay. So 19,500 plus 35% equals 26,325. It doesn't make sense. It's like usually 30 something or whatever thousand. I swear.
CMDR_Rizzle says, my bad. Wrong bundle, but same principle.
Let's see. Minus
my example was the major bundle.
5% equals 19. That's, oh yes. Why does it work one way and not the other? That's so crazy. Oh, because the percentage is different. Yeah. So it is 35%. Yeah. But it's still, yeah. Okay, I did it in the right order that time. I've always had an order problem when it came to math. But I'd come up with the same thing or whatever that everybody else did, but it just wouldn't be right. I guess Common Core would not be for me. Okay, look in the roster. Show offline players. Overall contributions, if anybody leveled up.
CMDR_Rizzle says, making me doubt myself, ha ha ha.
I doubt myself all the damn time. I'm doubting myself right now. That's why I don't charge for bullshit sometimes, like when people want me to work on things for them, like a computer or something like that. Someone actually offered to buy my Super Nintendo today. But I don't have it for sale, so how do I told him I don't have it for sale. I don't. It's that dude. It's got all that cool gaming stuff, though. If I were to sell it to anybody, it'd probably be him locally. If you know, because I know he would take care of all that. That's my whole little thing about all those little systems and stuff. It's like if I ever sold my Volkswagen, it'd have to be to someone who's educated in Volkswagen stuff that would not kill the car and turn it into some sort of hot roddy type thing or whatever. Of course, there's a guy that can take one from Baja and turn it to a stock bug again. That's pretty good. Anyway, that's beside my point there. How long ago?
CMDR_Rizzle says, I have 2 Reg NES and 1 Super. Neither work. Still have a functional PS1 though.
Ooh, which PS1 do you have? Is it like first gen or second gen type? Like back in the day kind with a big old thing on it, you know, big CD? Or this newer? Well, yeah. But there were 2 back then.
CMDR_Rizzle says, dunno.
If it's the connectors in the back, I think were different, and the weight of it. The first generation of PlayStation 1 back then was like
CMDR_Rizzle says, from late 90s man.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Late 90s would be second gen PlayStation 1, which would look just identical visually in the front as a Generation 1 PlayStation 1. but the back were different. I think they plugged up differently to like a TV or whatever. Like the connector was different, and one was heavier. They used a different CD reader or whatever in one of them. Same goes with like Super Nintendo. They had like one version.
CMDR_Rizzle says, if I ever am able to climb the shit in garage to get to my tote, I'll snap a photo and post in Discord.
Gotcha. Climb the shit. The mountain of shit. I'm pretty sure about the PlayStation thing. Let me see. PS1 versus 2. I know there was like 2 different versions. PlayStation models. Revisions of standard PlayStation hardware. Yeah, here's a let me copy. Let's see. And paste the picture. Paste.
Scorpwana says,
3 of them, actually.
https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/playstation_model #media/file PlayStation model backs.jpg.
Yeah, there were different versions of PlayStation. The original. They all looked the same from the front, but the back was different. RCA jacks and stuff of that nature. Nobody had to really look at that. I mean, it's nothing really special. Debugging. And they had that weird shit come out. But a lot of stuff has been like that. Like like your NES and SNES and stuff like that. Well, if it's like first generation original Super Nintendo, and it's been out in like you know, in the weather, like maybe lighting.
CMDR_Rizzle says, oh, I wouldn't know without actually having it in my hands.
Yeah.
I want to say it has the RCA.
Yeah, that would be like late gen then, which would make sense if it's late 90s. Because that was like one of the last PlayStation 1s that they had. I don't even know which kind I have, actually. It's not heavy, though. But they had this problem with the plastic on the Super Nintendo, and I think even maybe Nintendo, where it would turn to a dark yellow color and then be real brittle if it was exposed to like light. And it would only happen like over time. I mean, it wouldn't like the next day.
CMDR_Rizzle says, mine did.
Ah. Yeah, and they have like this super bath thing that you can make for it with UV light and baking soda and stuff now that can reinforce it. It takes out some chemical that they use.
CMDR_Rizzle says, but I didn't care about preservation back then.
Did you care about like throwing controllers at it though? I mean, I threw a controller at my Super Nintendo all the damn time. I played Street Fighter 2 Turbo with it. I had bought one of those, it was like a place called Babbage's. It was in the mall around here. It was a turbo controller. It was clear. And I got so pissed off, you know. I just threw the damn controller at the Super Nintendo. It hit the game thing because it was the game was before the
CMDR_Rizzle says, dude, I broke many a controller, but always on ground. No broken TV, no console assault.
No console assault. But you know how the games were different. They had the like the locking mechanism in the system for the games. Like whenever you put it down, the power would be engaged. It would push in that little piece of plastic into the game cartridge itself, to where the game could stay. And mine didn't have one. I guess I don't know if Street Fighter didn't have one or just the game or the system. But I threw the controller just right and hit the eject button and shot the thing out while it was on. Broke the controller. But I had so much fun with that broken controller, though. It had exposed wires, so that I put in, like, Mortal Kombat 2, and I could touch the wires a certain way to where, you know, there's a secret thing. If you hold, like, certain buttons down in Mortal Kombat 2 for NES or SNES, it will have Shao Kahn come out there and, like, you weak, pathetic fool. And then Kentaro go, roar, boom, 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 and they go, oh, too easy. Well, you can like lick your fingertips and touch these wires, and he'd come out there going you, and he'd just completely slide across the whole thing. It would glitch it. I could probably still do it to this day because I still have that controller. But it would glitch Shao Kahn doing all that. Then the colors of the game would be all messed up and screwed and stuff, and it would crash. But it was so fun. It wasn't like a Game Genie thing or anything like that. Yeah, it was great stuff. That was gaming back then. So this dude that comes in Dollar General, he has a TikTok and everything, has reached a lot of viewers and stuff. And he's got all this old gaming stuff, Atari, PlayStation, whatever like that, even an arcade of Mortal Kombat 3. And he's always asking me to get a Nintendo Switch to join him up on, like, make Mario Maker or whatever like that, and play some games with him and stuff. But I'm not gonna, save up money to buy a Switch because those things are pretty expensive. And but he's always like playing games and stuff, the 2D scrolling games and things, retro gaming stuff, I think that's pretty neat and interesting. He uses heads like Game Genies and stuff of that
Just
nature.
Call Makover says, you should get a Switch and play with me instead.
Skittle Switch. Yeah, those things are too expensive. That's the problem, though.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I got 2 mini NES they released. But I don't do handheld games no more.
No handhelds? So you wouldn't do an original Game Boy then, with the sync cable to play Tetris on 2-player? No, if you get a Switch, you gotta like buy Nintendo Time or whatever.
Just Call Makover says, cheapest compared to the rest of the consoles.
Yeah, some consoles are like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. What is like an Xbox One these days? Is it the Series X? Is it like 600 plus or whatever? That's just insane. That is crazy. You know, you got like that Oculus junk and all that virtual reality shit. Makes it even worse.
Just Call Makover says, $500.
$500.
Scorpwana says, 500 billion Argentine pesos.
That's funny as shit. Argentine pesos. What are we doing today? Same thing we do every day. Try and take over the world. Yes. Pinky.
Yes.
Yes.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Nat, I enjoy the nostalgia, but I can't get into OKD game systems anymore. Ocarina of Time once every couple years, but that's OOT. I'm too into the new hotness.
Ah. Yeah, Ocarina was pretty awesome.
HATE3K says, wow, gotta love the servers.
Gotta love the servers? What servers? The game servers? Or the people that serve food?
Listen!
Listen, you son of a bitch. You got a feather. What if I made that like a little game or something? You type in Zelda chest and all of a sudden it would like pop up a random just some item you get out of there. It's a piece of shit. Or points. How about that? If that were possible.
HATE3K says, warp to fleet stab arse. Around 20 minutes to load reached 30% and logged me out.
Damn. I'd say the servers are really like being mean to you there.
Arcanoloth says, need a sound clip of Arnold saying IT feels like I am coming. CMDR_Rizzle says, yep. Fleet locations take longest loading for me too.
Need a sound clip of Arnold saying, it feels like I'm coming.
HATE3K says, logged back now back at DS9 where I started.
Yeah, the game's kind of like bleh sometimes when it comes to all that. I'm glad we all lag together though. That's great. If it's one thing the console and PC does, lag together.
Should have done it the normal way.
Done it anyway.
HATE3K says, instead of using Transwapper. Just call Makor says, wish we could lag together in FCIV. I actually enjoy that MMO.
Final Fantasy 14 MMO. Final Fantasy. My rock and roll fantasy. It's all part of my rock and roll dream.
CMDR_Rizzle says, Mama my corona.
My corona. My corona. Let me dock here. I want to get some more people. More people. I gotta get some more people.
CMDR_Rizzle says, references the beer brand, not the virus.
Yeah, they kind of named it weird, didn't they? Why is it so friggin' dark on this area? Hey, man, how you doing, man? Yeah, you've been drinking, man. You know why I pulled you over, man? Commission duty officers. Let's get another little 50-pack bundle of these duty officers or some shit.
HATE3K says, oh.
Oh my.
Oh my.
HATE3K says, now same thing trying to beam down to Starbase.
Dude, I don't know if you're having like problems or something.
says, 3%.
You're hitting the laggy part of the server for some reason. For some reason.
CMDR_Rizzle says, died. You gotta up your stat base so you can get specific ones. Nothing like having 47 DOFs you can't use.
Up Starbase so you can get a specific one. Well, yeah, when does that like take effect? Holding Starbase exterior bank. Can I click on that? I can individually click. That's pretty awesome. Bartender, Tailor, costume options, rare fleet duty officers, rare fleet duty versus uncommon fleet duty officers. Like, is it
CMDR_Rizzle says, level 1 I whooped guess. But I was paying attention to ours after it was upgraded already so I can't recall. HATE3K says, LOL just when I need sci I stop getting them.
This is sci-fi. Is it like here?
Just call Makor says, you should download FFXIV and play with me so I won't be bored. It was a free trial up to level 60.
A free trial up to level 60? So you gotta like pay for it if you get past level 60?
CMDR_Rizzle says, see where it says Common Fleet DOFs?
Common Fleet DOFs. Unlocks Common Fleet Science Duty Officers. So level 2 then. Yeah, okay, so level 2, yeah. Common Fleet Engineering. Then Common Fleet Tactical. So level 2
Just
Starbase.
call Makor says, you can pay for it but you get full access to the game up to that point.
So if you level up to 161, like
CMDR_Rizzle says, past the threshold.
Past the threshold. Oh, past the look past that?
CMDR_Rizzle says, go from 1 to 2, not finish 2.
Yeah, that's uncommon. Common, bobamin, banana, fena, fofamin. V5 fofamin. And then uncommon start at level 3. And then level 4, I'm guessing rare, yeah. Then like very rare titty officers there. Titical officers. A tactical officer. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, I belched and filtered all the way home. You buy them and put them right back in. Isn't that funny? I'd like to buy some offices, please. We'll put them right back in the bank, but you know, I don't want to buy them.
Arcanoloth says, First titty officer, please report to the mess hall. Second titty officer to the poop deck. CMDR_Rizzle says, you'll get there. Also, if you wanted to save your fleet credits and spend EC, get M on exchange.
Ah, yes, yes, exchange. Got 10,557,685 energy credits. I keep forgetting about being able to buy them somewhere else now. It's so convenient to go over here and just buy up like so many. Look, I received 2,100 fleet credits.
says that it's.
Yeah, that it's.
CMDR_Rizzle says, S9ME go for 10K to 50K. Any higher and I won't buy. HATE3K says, don't you have more?
Well, I just bought like 50 like right then. I mean, is that not enough for just playing around with it? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Ow. Just shit right back and you'll hear a tale of a faithful shit. It started from this shitting port aboard this tiny shit. The shit was a mighty sailing shit. The shit was a shit. 5 other shits went there that day for a shit hour shit. A shit hour shit.
CMDR_Rizzle says, in serious need of fleet marks. Sooner or later you gotta grind TIFO to use random TIFO boxes.
Random TIFO box.
HATE3K says, 71 side offs and 98,280 dilthium.
That's what you have? Right now. Down to 76. Biggity boogity. Where's that thingy at? Exchange. Ah!
HATE3K says, that is what I need for upgrade.
Oh. In your, the Armada?
HATE3K says, Starbase.
Looking out my back door. Just got home from Illinois, locked the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the porch. Tambourines and Elvis. So you're saying I should have gotten more so I can donate them to your fleet? Why the hell not? I was gonna go to an exchange and
HATE3K says, no, I just saying I need side offs.
I looked at her, I said, what's the matter? Can't you think of anyone either?
HATE3K says, before I used to get them constantly. HATE3K says, and didn't need M.
Let's all go to Constantinople, let's all go to Constantinople. I remember Tiny Toon Adventures. Water go down the hole. Particle Man versus Universe Man. They get in a fight. Universe wins. Particle Man. Holding. Science and medical. is in need right there. Science. Do is science.
HATE3K says, alright, time for quick tour.
Quick tour. You need a quick tour. A quick tour.
HATE3K says, let's see if goes without any issues.
Yes, we'll see if goes. We will go see if it goes. Doink, 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 doink. Bonk, bang, 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 bang.
CMDR_Rizzle says, why you not using the DOFs you just got?
The DOFs I just got? I thought I was using those guys. If they're just regular common, I just throw them away, right? 83. Bark, 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 boom, 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 boom.
CMDR_Rizzle says, sorry, lag a lil. Looked like you saw a project in need and skipped it.
Ah. Buy it. Tell you what. Tell you what you do, just literally put it all around there. Just like baby bot, you take go boom, just like that. I've been calling y'all people better month now, time that dog comes in. Y'all 24 hours a day and nobody answers you call. How you supposed to do anything about that dang old dog and that computer? Because that dang old dog.
Man, I tell you what, Hank, about that dang old meaning of life, man. It's like this, man. He's like a butterfly flapping his wings deep down in the forest, man. They're gonna cause a tree fall like 5,000 miles away, man. And ain't nobody see it, nobody don't even happen. You know, the baby's born into this world, and they don't got dang friends and got nothing but to go come in and find out all about them, no evil, man. Man, see, like, you don't need to know, man. It's like you're born into this world, man. And you got it's like this, man, the dust in the wind, man. Or like the dang old candle in the wind, man. It don't matter, man. It's the these old times. You know what I think, man? Like that dang old, I think, therefore you are, man.
Boomhauer said it best right there, didn't he? Alpha done. That's quick, man. That's quick. Hey, do you like struggle with getting like energy credits so much that Tour of Duty seems to be the best way, or what?
Says, I think therefore you are.
I think therefore you are, man.
Arcanoloth says, truly, one of the great thinkers of our times.
It's like he's the one that allows the existence of someone else by thinking he knows they are. Dang old Boomhauer, man, I tell you what. Dang old.
Sir, do you know anything about this?
Yeah, man, I tell you what, doing one of them snipe hunts last night, man, with them sticks in the bag and them whack, man, we'd go woo-loo, talking about that big mistake, y'all, just right there in that cooler.
Well, if you do see anything, you can contact the ranger station.
I love that. He's like confessing to like them killing something, and the dude can't understand a single damn thing he says. So he's like, "Whatever, man." Dang old, why, man? Why? Hey, how many fleet credits do you have on your legendary knights guy? Your main guy that does your legendary knights. I'm just curious.
CMDR_Rizzle says, why ask why? Drink Bud Dry. CMDR_Rizzle says, sorry, I like my beer wet. Scorpwana says, Bud, Budwise, Budwise ER. HATE3K says, don't know.
You don't know? You don't know how many fleet credits you have? I'm just curious.
CMDR_Rizzle says, the frogs.
The frogs, yes, the frog. Budwise, Bud. I saw so many frogs on the way home today. Since it rained, they like come out on the roads and like, oh, what's this pavement stuff? I wonder if I can get.
CMDR_Rizzle says, before they had Clydesdales.
And like your expertise, hey, I know you've got to have like amazing amounts of expertise that you can contribute to your own dilithium mine. I'm just curious, like, you know, what do you have fleet credits wise to where
HATE3K says, oh yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, creating dilithium mine provisions with fleet credits and stuff like that.
HATE3K says, expertise is plentiful.
Yeah, just like add it to your stuff.
HATE3K says, finished tour.
Finished tour. You have 3-hour tour.
HATE3K says, and I have provisions.
Well, why haven't you used them then?
HATE3K says, just have to switch to my KDF tune.
Oh, okay. You're under a different tune. I gotcha. Okay. I just curious. Just curious is all. Just curious.
HATE3K says, haven't been playing Stow much lately.
Yeah, because you're the computer situation. I gotcha. I got you, driver. I got you.
HATE3K says, almost skipped it today.
Oh.
CMDR_Rizzle says, we just slotted a Colony World project to get our colony to T4. 1.2 million dilly.
Holy shit. Oh my god. But how many people do you have though in your colony though, that I mean your fleet that could help with that? You know, I mean, obviously you.
HATE3K says, years ago someone did the math. CMDR_Rizzle says, about 6 who contribute. HATE3K says, over 10 million. CMDR_Rizzle says, AMD I think I have the most of us.
Oh wow.
HATE3K says, dilithium just for Colony World. CMDR_Rizzle says, yep, we talked about that recently.
Yeah, I remember like that, but it's just I figured there'd be more that contribute, but my god.
HATE3K says, yes, I mentioned in PST streams.
Post-traumatic stress. Tweak. Everyone knows it's butt turds. That's me, master. I want to check something really quick. In a week or two, a long, long string of pearls, and we would have run down to the river at night. Sailed away, just me and you, in a week or two. I need a weapon. No, you need a bath, son.
Arcanoloth says, imagine this Twinkie is your daily dill refinement.
Imagine
it's the size
Twinkies.
of Manhattan. That's how much you need to build a fleet.
Imagine all the Twinkies eating inside an hour. Ooh. I went to Twitch on my channel just now, and it has the video options of 160p, 360p, 480, 720. I'm wondering why I have those options, because I'm not a partner. Just curious. Curiosity. Curiosity.
CMDR_Rizzle says, man, 500 in the fleet. Several have multiple tunes, so pretend 275. Take away inactives, which we can't easily find out on Xbox, then subtract those who just joined and don't donate. Then take away those who have taken a break and only do the dailies. Leaves very few of us.
Ugh. So out of like maybe 500, and then it's just trickling down to barely anything, huh? That is insane. But you said you're the majority though of the ones that donate. Wow, that's a struggle to get to that. T4, holy shit. Status, Mr. Wolf.
I'd like to buy an underwear drawer for my quarters.
Not now, Mr. Wolf.
Captain, can we go play together again?
Hello there, Captain. Can we go play? I want to really play with you, Captain.
Boost ground.
Just Call Makor says, everyone is able to get those options including non-affiliate users as well. Partnered get priority and always get quality options. Affiliate will usually get them unless there are too many partnered streaming. Normal users may or may not get them pending how many partnered and affiliate are streaming.
Okay.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I exaggerated but that's how it feels. I know they donate. But seems to me the number remains the same week after week. I like Zen too.
You like Zen too. Dude, I'd be cashing in on that Zen. If it crawls in as fast as it does there, my gosh, that's awesome. Y'all's Zen market is so much better. I like it. I like it a lot. I can't get this thing behind me head go away. It keeps going behind me head. I kind of do it, and I kind of do it.
I kind of do it, buddy.
Alright. Lights off. Camera action. Action packed and ready to go.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I gave my Klingon 130k Dilly to do 6 projects. Leaves 300k for me. Gotta keep grinding.
You see me grinding. Now, would you go along all your characters and do like me, like not Dyson, but sharing the dilithium by trickling it down throughout all the characters and stuff? Or is that like a thing in the console that y'all can't do there? Or is it just too much of a headache to even bother? I am an idiot. I am an idiot. 'Cause every time I write a rhyme, these people think it's a crime that I tell them what's on my mind. I ain't gotta say a word, I just
CMDR_Rizzle says, I out all my refined on my main. It's sure what you're asking TBH.
Okay. Gary the Klingon the Gary. Alrighty. I believe I'm going to call this a stream. I think so.
CMDR_Rizzle says, I do enough TIFO for Raj to do Borlies and have 8k for refine tomorrow. CMDR_Rizzle says, then transfer.
So do you go to the fleet mine to get the extra 500? I just couldn't see doing that every damn day. It's a special trip to the fleet mine. I know it adds
CMDR_Rizzle says, no LOL.
Yeah, that's a bit much, you know? Yeah, alright. We're gonna call this a stream. 'Cause I am doing for the net, I think.
CMDR_Rizzle says, have 50 mine vouchers for bonus weekend. Hassle.
Ooh, 50 mine vouchers. I always forget about that Ferengi over there at the mine. Like going up there and actually getting stuff that's cool. Cool, man. Cool. That's very cool. I gotta get back into the habit of using my 4 Klingon characters or whatever.
CMDR_Rizzle says, 5k normal 10k on bonus time.
Nice.
CMDR_Rizzle says, not bad for one node.
For real, yo. I haven't been getting the fleet credits like I've been normally doing. Or the fleet marks, rather. To cash in on the projects and stuff like I should be. I just had so much junk going on. Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, playful and friendly with stories to share. Nobody knows what I'm talking about, do they? I'm talking about this right here.
CMDR_Rizzle says, fleet marks take longer. As stated, I use the random box for those.
Random box. Random boxes right there. Random boxes. Yeah. I'm going to click on that link. Or is that a playlist? I'm going to click on that one. Yeah, for reals, yo. We're not going to play it, though. We're going to copy it. We're going to paste it in here. Yeah, fleetmate. Like, the,
Scorpwana says, https://www.youtube.com/watch, v=YYZH7B498GE. HATE3K says, if Riptos was patched could have gotten over 200 fleet marks each day. CMDR_Rizzle says, anyways sorry to prolong stream.
No need to be sorry.
CMDR_Rizzle says, have good one.
No need to be sorry
Catch you tomorrow.
at all. Oh yeah. Well,
HATE3K says, wasn't.
But yeah, I've been kind of like slacking on the fleet marks or whatever to increase things, because that's an average of like, what is it? The Starbase one, 155 times 4, per day, minus the whole, like, if you continuously do it every 30 minutes or something. But yeah, it's no problem. I mean, if prolonging it's okay. I don't have a problem with that at all. I just run out of stuff to talk about, and I run through my characters, and then I start feeling sleepy. But other than that, it's okay. No problem. I am going to, yes, as I said.
HATE3K says, 155 only if they aren't on cooldown.
Yeah, it's only like, what, like 100 if you are. But that's not bad anyway, 100. Especially if you're not doing anything to earn them.
HATE3K says, if they are then it's less.
Yeah. So wait. Alrighty. Okay. What we gonna do?
HATE3K says, on the other hand, wonder how much you can get from Operation Wolf right now.
I don't know, do you have to participate in Operation Wolf? Operation. Anyway, to be fair.
Well, to be fair. To be fair.
HATE3K says, I've been farming it for my new tunes that need marks for reputation.
To be fair.
HATE3K says, highest gotten is 157.
That's not bad. Anywho, I'm gonna get off of here. And I really need to sleep, but I probably won't end up doing that. I'm gonna eat something though, that's for sure, even though it's early or too late to start eating something, but it's gonna be something light. That way, I don't gain 1,000 pounds tonight, kind of thing. Alrighty, I appreciate all of you coming in and watching the madness, keeping in touch and talking to me while I play this game incorrectly.
HATE3K says, BTW, did you play Halo yet?
Hey, play it when?
HATE3K says, it resets today.
Oh, I hadn't thought about none of that. I've got my my Spartan shoulder pads right now. Ice cold. My Mjolnir is it 6, I think, shoulder like armor things, and the chief helmet. I've been going through that, like getting all the reach stuff off of it. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to call it. So good night, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good ning, as Frunum Ricky used to say back in the day. Richard Manning, that would be on the Farscape chat randomly throughout the day, and he's also was on part of Star Trek Next Generation. Richard Manning, he's pretty cool to talk to though, and funny.
Shut up, Wesley.
And a smartass every once in a while. But he coined the phrase of NING.
Excuse me, sir. Can you direct me to the naval base in Alameda?
It's where they keep.
It's where they keep the nuclear vessels.
HATE3K says, who?
Nuclear vessels.
Richard Manning. Yeah, he worked on Farscape and also Next Generation. Frunum Ricky is what he goes by on Twitch and stuff like that. Frunum, that's RFR. And also was in the Farscape chat like that too. He's a funny dude to talk to. I had asked him one time how, since he's worked on the set of Farscape and stuff, how long did these ship's corridors go for? How long were they? And he said, as long as we needed them to be for the shot. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I said, smart ass. And he just smile. But, yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. Good night, everybody. Good morning. And keep on trekking. Trek on, America. Trek on, world. Trek on, Europe. Trek on, Australia. Trek on, Africa. Trek on, the world. In every country I missed, I'm sorry. If I were Yakko Warner, I would be able to tell you every country, but I'm not. But that is a cool song, though. I like that song. Dude can sing it right now, but not me. Later, everybody. Good night.